Good evening and welcome to Big Z Sports presentation of high school softball tournament coverage. Tonight in this Division II East District Sectional Final, the New Philadelphia Quakers host the Indian Creek Redskins. Tonight's game is presented by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency and Alton Hospital. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Wood Electric, Advancing Athletics, PAC Drilling, the Commercial and Savings Banks, W&M Commercial Roofing, Country Club Retirement Campus, Kent State Tuscarawas, and McInturf Realty. Now let's head to the field with Big Z Sports.
High school softball is back with Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications. We have more sectional action from the OHSAA tournament. New Philadelphia and Indian Creek on the way here as we have first pitch scheduled for 5 o'clock as you lock into the Wood Electric pregame show. Nick McWilliams here to bring you all your play-by-play action. And we have a new voice that's going to be featured here with Big Z Sports. A big thank you to Garraway softball head coach Rick Johnson. And Coach, long time no see, long time no talk. We thank you so much for coming out and giving us your insights to this game.
Yeah, thank you for the invite to join you guys here today on the broadcast.
Now, obviously, unfortunately for your Garraway Pirates with the 9-6 loss yesterday, getting knocked out of the tournament, I know that's not something you want to talk about here, but I am interested to hear what you have to say when it comes to these early tournament games. These draws can be so interesting for you guys. You took on a team that you had seen 2 other times this year. On the docket for tonight, New Philadelphia taking on Indian Creek. These teams know very little about each other, so you get a very kind of different matchup.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like with our game last night, TCC, we played them 3 times this year. The first 2 times we got the W. You got to approach the tournament play as 0-0 records. And yesterday, TCC is a better team than what their record showed. They've been playing some pretty good softball, so they got the better of us yesterday. But a game like today, not knowing a whole lot, you just got to come in with a game plan, focus on your game plan, and put balls in play and pitch and catch the ball well.
Well, speaking of throwing the records away, so to speak, both these teams, great seasons, 16-5 for New Philadelphia, 17-5 for Indian Creek. But, you could say that makes things pretty even, but only really 2 common opponents. The Dover Crimson Tornadoes and Edison were the 2 teams that these guys have both had experience with. So it's going to be interesting. Now, whenever you are going in with against a team that you don't know much about, is there any kind of approach of almost having to rewrite the wheel, or is it still kind of business as usual because you're going to stick to your guns?
It's kind of business as usual. We know what kind of team. Most coaches, head coaches, know what kind of team they have. They know what their strengths and weaknesses are. So if you don't know a whole lot about an opponent, you try to stick to what you do well and hope you can come out on top of that game.
Well, we will see who's going to end up getting the victory here and advance towards Firestone and the state tournament. Of course, it's Quakers and it's Redskins. It'll be coming up with Big Z Sports here. Now we have more of the Wood Electric pregame show live from the PAC Drilling mobile studio. We're going to go in the dugout with both head coaches. We'll start things off with the visiting team and Indian Creek with head coach Angela Penner. Big Z Sports is back after this.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in Sugar Creek, Strasburg, and downtown New Philadelphia, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck.
When struggles seem too tough, when sickness takes a hold, when cancer picks a fight, when baby's on its way, when life throws you a curveball, we've got you. With nearly 130 years in your backyard, Altman knows you and knows your community better than anyone. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family, and we want you to be the healthiest you can be. Altman, we are ready. We've got you.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. Now in the dugout with the coach, brought to you by the Commercial and Savings Bank. It's head coach for the Indian Creek Redskins, Angela Penner. And Coach, welcome to New Philadelphia first and foremost. A matchup.
Beautiful park, love it. First time out here, so we're excited to be here.
And obviously a matchup of two teams not really too familiar with each other. Do have the common opponent in Dover, so tell me what you see out of New Philly.
I see some good strengths in them, one to their whole roster. As you know, girls sometimes are unpredictable, and they both got to come out and show up today, so that's what I'll say.
And quite a good season for you guys, kind of went up and down the schedule. You really had a very productive year. Seemed like some good offense coming out of the Redskins lineup.
Yes, we do have some good offense, as well as New Philly, They also have great bats too, so I'm looking forward to a battle tonight.
Now, tell me about, I asked Coach Dupke this, but I'm going to ask you as well, your job when it comes to maybe some of the younger girls in your lineup, trying to keep them calm, and, it's win or go home, so obviously there's a lot at stake whenever it comes to a game like this.
Absolutely. Nerves are flying for both teams. Everybody's equally wanting to win for the state tournament and move on, so, for the younger kids, it's a great experience to learn.
And what has been the biggest focus that that Indian Creek has had when it comes to this matchup? What have you guys been working on the most in anticipation of this game?
Just mental efforts. Mental efforts, staying in the game, in the moment, one pitch at a time, and seeing what we could do offensively.
Perfect, Coach. Well, thank you so much for your time, and good luck to the Redskins.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time.
And
having us on TV.
That was head coach Angela Penner for Indian Creek, brought to you by the Commercial and Savings Bank. Coming up, we have head coach John Dupke for the Quakers after this.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Planning your next vacation or home improvement project and worried about managing expenses? CSB can help with that. Setting a goal is the first step to achieving your vision, and CSB's Money Manager tool helps you get started. Whether you are recovering from Christmas spending or preparing to send kids to college, the Personal Financial Management tool helps you set goals, track your spending, and monitor your progress. Money Manager is available within CSB's online banking. Check it out today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. Now in the dugout with the coach, brought to you by the Commercial and Savings Bank. It's head coach John Dupke for the New Philadelphia Quakers. And Coach, been a little while since we've seen New Philadelphia out here, obviously now into the sectional round with the tournaments. Kind of throw the records away time, and also an opponent you guys really haven't seen, I don't think, in recent history.
No, actually, glad to see you guys back. It's good to see you here tonight. I thought you guys forgot about us, but no. Anyhow, just joking on the side there. No, it's good to be back. It's good to have a nice sunny day out. We're playing someone we don't know very much about. I mean, we've done all our research we possibly can on them. They're a highly seeded team. They're the 6th seed. We're the 4th seed. They chose to come here instead of hosting a game, so they must feel pretty confident about playing us. So that makes it a little more exciting, a little more, challenging. But
and now, obviously, a common opponent with you guys, the Dover Crimson Tornadoes, a team that they ultimately lost to this year. Are you guys maybe potentially taking anything away from that game? Have you kind of watched that?
Did do a little bit of research on their Dover game. We're similar. Both teams are similar between us and Indian Creek. They got a nice pitcher, doesn't not overpowering, but definitely puts the ball around the plate. We just got to make some plays offensively with their pitcher. Defensively, they're sound. They played Dover similar to what we did. I think they lost 7-1, we lost 4-1, but I mean it was all close stuff there. So yeah, we were able to take some stuff from there. We also had another similar opponent, Edison, and they've beaten Edison 2 out of 3 times this year. We lost Edison by 3 on the back half of a doubleheader. So there's definitely some things we could take from both those games into the next game.
Now, tell me a little bit about, maybe for your job, when it comes to some of the younger girls on this team who maybe haven't had this experience yet when it comes to a sectional round. I know you guys have been here many a time, so what do you tell them heading into first pitch?
Well, that's one of the things I feel like we definitely have I don't know if it's an advantage over those guys, but just in general, we have a lot of kids that have played in a lot of big games over the last couple of years. Obviously, when we had Miller here, getting to the regionals 2 years ago, getting in district semis last year, playing in Division I last couple of years. I think that's going to help us going into this, but we still have a couple freshmen out there. This will be their first tournament action and keeping their jitters down. But I think these older kids we got, even though they're older, they're still younger. We only have 2 seniors on the roster this year, so we got a lot of young kids still playing that have been in big games, so we're hoping that's going to help us tonight up here.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Coach, and good luck to the Quakers.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here.
That was head coach for New Philadelphia, John Dupke, brought to you by the Commercial and Savings Bank. Coming up, first pitch from New Philadelphia.
I'm Dr. Michele Iona. At Advancing Athletics, our Fuel, Move, Recover philosophy can help anyone be their best. Here's what thriving looks like.
I'm an FMR athlete. I'm an FMR athlete. I'm an FMR athlete.
From high school to aging well, no one will take care of you and your kids better than us.
Is your commercial roof leaking and causing damage, but you can't afford to fully replace your roof? WM Commercial Roofing believes in finding solutions that will work best to fit both your budget and your needs. We customize repair and maintenance plans that will fix your roof leaks and extend the life of your roof so that you can have peace of mind. WM Commercial Roofing. Commercial roofing you can trust. Check us out at WMCommercialRoofing.com or call 330-275-0088. That's 330-275-0088.
Country Club Rehabilitation Campus is a full continuum care facility located in Dover, Ohio. Their campus offers independent and assisted living apartments and suites, skilled nursing, 7 days a week rehabilitation, respiratory care, and long-term care. The Country Club campus provides excellent personalized treatment plans that meet or exceed their residents' outcomes and goals. If you are looking for a place to call home or just need short-term assistance, contact Country Club Rehabilitation Campus at Dover, 330-343-5568.
Pre-game show, Big Z Sports, live and on location from New Philadelphia sectional tournament action as the Quakers host the Redskins from Indian Creek. We'll now go to your WM Commercial Roofing starting lineups as we'll start with the visiting Indian Creek Redskins. Leading things off, number 44, the center fielder, Becca Shoemaker. Then it's the catcher, number 1, Abby Starkey. In the 3 spot, it's number 3, the shortstop, McKenna Scott. Then on the mound, number 17, Trinity Taylor. She's in the power spot for the Redskins. Then it's number 21, the third baseman, Alexis Dawson. First baseman, number 20, Emma Vaughn. Center left fielder, Becca Blackburn. She wears number 36. Then it's number 7, Kirsten Dorsey, batting in the 8 spot. She's at second base. And in the 9 hole, it's number 25, the right fielder, Riley Sadler. As for the home New Philadelphia Quakers, leading things off for them will be number 9, the sophomore catcher, Reese Loveday. Then the pitcher, number 18, Sarah Soweski. She bats second. Number 21 in the 3 spot, it's Ellie Mason, as I can't read my own writing. Number 21, Ellie Mason in the 3 spot playing third base. Number 8, Madison Wright. She's the shortstop. Then it's 00, Peyton Murphy. In the 6 spot, number 10, second baseman, Sarah Cardini. Then in 7, it's the first baseman, Olivia Jackson. She wears 11. Sydney Vandal will be wearing number 22, batting 8th. Then rounding it out, it's Zoe DeVore, the right fielder, number 2. That'll do it for our WM Commercial Roofing starting lineups. And we'll go ahead and take another time out here briefly as we get ready for your national anthem. Softball in Z Country is up after this.
Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas. Kent State Tusk offers over 30 bachelor's and associate degrees. We have over a dozen athletic programs, including basketball and volleyball. Student life is diverse with over 20 extracurricular student clubs. Our nursing and technology programs are some of the most sought after in the area. Staying local is the most cost-effective way of obtaining your degree. Define your own success. Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas.
Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Front Street in Dover offers a menu full of house-smoked meats, including choices like ribs, chicken, steak, and pork. Sammy Sue's takes pride in knowing that everything on the menu is made fresh in their kitchen with the freshest ingredients. Sammy's also offers a variety of specials all week long, including the popular wing nights every Tuesday and Thursday. Find Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Facebook for a full list of daily specials and everything they have to offer.
At Gillen Body Shop, they know that when their business is needed, it's never planned, and that can cause you quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for you by making sure the work is completed right the first time. And Gillen Body Shop's experienced staff gives all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philly, or find them on Facebook.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Welcome back to the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio as we get set to round out the Wood Electric pregame show. Introductions, national anthem, all that good fun stuff is now officially wrapped up. Sectional tournament time from New Philadelphia Quakers hosting the Redskins. As we had mentioned, 16-5 for New Philadelphia, 17-5 for Indian Creek coming into this game. Interesting insight here for Indian Creek. They could have actually hosted one of their own tournament games, but instead decided to hit the road and accept this matchup with the Quakers. And again, joining us for today's broadcast, Garaway Pirates softball head coach Rick Johnson. Coach, tell me about that thought process, maybe. The Redskins ultimately deciding to go ahead and take the away game and really kind of test themselves early on.
Yeah, well, maybe they did a little bit of research on New Philly. They might have they might think it's a good matchup for them, so they wanted to be able to jump in here and give their shot at New Philly today.
Well, it's going to be a fun matchup again on the mound as we kind of expected for New Philadelphia. A familiar name we'll see, obviously. Sarah Soweski will get the start for the Quakers. Coming into this game, I had it written down here. I'll see if I can find it. She's pitched rather well so far this year. Coming into the contest has actually posted a 3.95 ERA, 7-1, has 15 appearances thus far this year, tied for the most with the team, in along with Jillian Howard. So, Soweski, Coach, I got to know what's going to be the key for her starting things off. What do you want to see in this first inning?
Keeping the ball low in the zone, creating some ground balls and some easy plays for her defense to get some momentum going.
On the other side, for Indian Creek, their starting pitcher will be the junior Trinity Taylor. Coming into this matchup, she has also been one of the key pitchers when it comes to her respective team. By far and away, the leading pitcher for her team, just a 1.35 ERA, 12-4 this season, 19 appearances, has also posted 2 saves for the team. So Trinity Taylor not going to be an easy one for New Philadelphia to deal with as we get ready for our first batter. Again, thank you for tuning in to the Wood Electric pregame show. It's now time for softball from Z Country, brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency and Altman Hospital. As we get set for today's first pitch, leading things off for the Redskins, it will be center fielder Becca Shoemaker as she gets ready for her first appearance. Again, the winner will get one step closer to that opportunity at a state crown. It's tournament time with Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications as Soweski's first offering is going to be in there. Strike one to Shoemaker.
That's a good start for Sarah.
The senior in Shoemaker batting .359. out of the left-handed batter's box. That slap hit as she almost thought about a bunt attempt there, but pulls the bat back as it's out of the zone. 1-1. Soweski gets her call, readies for the 1-1. As Loveday still awaiting on the call from the dugout. Now she's got it. Next offering, it's going to get down to the third baseman, throw across the diamond, and out at one. A quick out, number one, as Shoemaker is sent down on the bunt attempt. Nice play from third for Mason.
That was a good play there by Mason. Up the line a little bit, and a little drag bunt, and charged it hard, made a good throw over to one.
The catcher for the Redskins, Abby Starkey, now steps in. Starkey, .353 batting average. Plenty of RBIs. One of the leaders on the team with RBIs. As she'll swing through the first offering from Soweski. She's behind 0-1. We had a conversation in the pregame as to who was going to be out in left field and center field for New Philadelphia. Coach Dupke didn't really give us a tip there as strike two from Soweski. It looks like it's Vandal out in left field, so center field would be Murphy. Coach's job is never done, right? Always trying to fine-tune things.
That's right.
Soweski's next offering just misses the outside corner for ball one. Good location on two strikes.
That was a good miss there for Sarah.
Call comes in from the dugout. Soweski's ready. Show rock and let it go. Looked like she changed speeds maybe a little, but was too low for ball two. Starkey looking for an early base runner here for Indian Creek. In this sectional showdown. On the 2-2. Went off speed, inside corner, strike three. Soweski gets her first ring up of the ball game.
Nice pitch there.
Something else also important, Coach, changing up speeds early in the first inning?
Oh, yeah. Out here at Garraway, we want to be changing speeds, going left to right, up and down, changing eye levels with the batters.
Another lefty. McKenna Scott, the shortstop. She's ready for her first plate appearance. 500 batting average this season. She'll watch strike one. Scott, just a sophomore. Already establishing herself as a team leader for the Redskins. Soweski's next offering catches the corner. And quickly ahead, 0-2.
That was a nice outside corner pitch there.
Scott digs back in. Soweski looking to make it 1-2-3 in the first. Show rock and fire. That one, I'm going to guess just a tad high.
Just a tish high. That's a tough one to lay off of there.
So now the 1-2. Show rock and fire, probably lost the handle. It goes in the dirt. Count goes even at twos. Next offering from Soweski is high again. So the count goes full. Payoff pitch upcoming. Soweski now ready as we get time called by Scott. Call was taking a little while to get in from the dugout. Batter steps out to reset. 3-2. Swung on, back to Soweski. She'll glove it cleanly and throw on to first for out number three, a 1-2-3 inning. Quakers coming up to the plate after this.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
the way with TMK. Service with a personal touch. We're your local guys for all your propane needs. You can count on us. We take pride in what we do and in serving you. TMK is a name you trust. All the way with TMK. Service with a personal touch.
Welcome back to New Philadelphia in the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. Bottom of the first inning, a 1-2-3 inning for New Philadelphia. Leading things off for the Quakers, it's the sophomore catcher, Reese Loveday. She'll be followed up by the pitcher in Soweski, and the third baseman, Mason, will be the three you're guaranteed to see. Quite the top of the lineup that New Philadelphia presents, as Loveday batting .474 this year, Soweski .350, and Mason at .479. Not a bad combination for your top three.
No, not at all. That's a dangerous top of the end of your lineup.
So on the mound for Indian Creek, as we mentioned in the pregame, the junior, Trinity Taylor. Just a 1.35 ERA for her this season. She's gone 12-4 and has 19 appearances. Only other pitcher who's really gotten much time for this team is McKenna Scott, who gets the start at short. So we'll see what Taylor can do early on. Been told, we'll see if it holds true, been told that she really likes that outside corner, which if she can establish that early will be a big asset as the game goes on.
Oh yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit. It takes a special technique to be able to step across that box and drive that ball to the right side of the field.
So Loveday steps up to the plate as she'll get things started for New Philly. Loveday also leads the team with 12 homers this season. And I'm sure she'd be okay with leading the game off with one as she'll swing through the first pitch. 0-1.
Yeah, Loveday's got a lot of power for a leadoff hitter. A lot of power, a lot of speed. Good utility player there.
Might be a case sometimes you see your power hitter, though, with those big, long swings. Taylor has some pretty good zip on the ball. Might have to shorten up today, but we'll have to wait and see as the next offering. Too low. Now on to 1-1. Loveday steps back in as Taylor readies herself. She'll rock and fire. Loveday behind it again and falls behind 1-2. Catcher for the Quakers takes a deep breath, steps back in. Taylor's ready for the 1-2. Swung on, popped up, right side, well out of play. So we'll stay at 1-2. See all the fans who are here as that one makes its way across the road already. You see a lot of the fans here behind the backstop for the most part already know where not to park. Barely any cars behind us. It's a dangerous thing coming through here when there's a softball game going on, especially if you're driving down the road. You might need a new windshield. Taylor's ready. Well high. Loveday gets the count back to even. How vital early in the game, too, Coach, try to make the pitcher work a little bit and maybe get a better understanding of her zone, or where she's going to go, I should say.
Yeah. That's one of the most important jobs of a leadoff hitter. You want to be able to see a lot of pitches for your teammates coming up behind you and make the pitcher work a little bit.
Well, Loveday's done a good job of that, as now she's got the count to full. Last two pitches for Taylor, well high out of the zone. Call comes in, now the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, strike three, as Taylor goes up and away to sit down the Quakers catcher.
Good start in the circle there for Trinity.
Soweski, the lefty, comes in. She had a 1-2-3 inning in the first. Going to look to help herself out. Get a few runs to start the game. As Taylor's ready, strike one. Third baseman playing in, maybe expecting a slap out of Soweski as she'll watch ball one. Going to say that the left fielder playing shallow too, but pretty short third baseline here that you really don't have a choice but to play shallow.
Yeah, no, not at 186.
Now Soweski runs up in the box, but will hold back. She's ahead 2-1. Taylor rocks and fires, offered at by Soweski, who couldn't get the bat back. Counts even at 2. Next offering on the way. Soweski gets it into play to the shortstop. She's hustling down to first, and just behind the throw is a nice delivery to first for Scott, out number 2. Right idea for Soweski, maybe hit just a little bit too hard almost.
A little bit too hard. She made it a close play, though, hustling down that line.
So Mason, the third baseman, now in. .479 average for her, trying to keep the inning alive. Next offering, fouled back. Mason seemed on it, maybe just a tad behind. Taylor has gone deep into the count on her first 2 batters. Mason with the first pitch swinging, though, thought maybe she saw something. Taylor's next delivery, offered at. Mason behind 0-2. As we kind of mentioned in the pregame, outside corner, the friend of Taylor again.
Yeah, she's doing a good job hitting her spots, keeping Quaker batters off balance so far.
With the 0-2. Strike 3 called on the corner as it's a 1-2-3 inning for Indian Creek as well. We're on to the second and back after this.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop in to the Niedenthal facility on North Wooster Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
People are always asking, what is Cartoons? I hear that name on the radio all the time. Cartoons is a radio shop in New Philadelphia that specializes in tuning up your stereo system on anything you drive or ride. We tune up car tunes, truck tunes, boat tunes, motorcycle tunes, RV tunes, new and used vehicle tunes. We carry the best brands from Kenwood, Sony, Alpine, Pioneer, just to name a few. Cartoons also carries a full line of lighting accessories, backup camera systems, remote starts, or just need it installed? Give us a call. Cartoons on West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Taylor for the Redskins gets the 1-2-3 inning, and she gets to lead off the second inning. No score from New Philadelphia. Big Z Sports back with this presentation brought to you by Altman Hospital and the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Taylor from the power spot for Indian Creek, .544 average, leads the team. Only a junior, as she'll step in for her first plate appearance. Soweski's first offering on the corner, strike 1. Taylor, not the type of batter you're going to want to hold it too far over the plate, though. Soweski's next offering just a bit outside.
It's a good miss there for Sarah. She's doing a good job of hitting her spots so far early in this game.
Next offering off speed, and it's hammered into the left center gap as it's going to be cut off by the left fielder. Taylor's going to have to hold up at 1 as actually it gets past her. Now the delivery in, and it's going to be a leadoff single advancing on the error.
That was a great job by Trinity. They were sitting back on that changeup and then driving it to the left center field gap.
I was not sure what happened in the outfield, just couldn't get the ball.
Yeah, it looked like maybe she dropped the ball or something when she went to go pick it up out there.
Could have been her. I looked down too quickly. So next up will be Dawson. Runner on second. Prime opportunity to drive in an early run. First offering from Soweski. Just misses. Dawson, .451 average. 26 ribbies. Second on the team. Sarah Soweski offers, and it's fouled off to the right. I'm going to have to catch myself from doing, we have to stick with the last names, and I keep saying Sarah. Of course, daughter of Big Z Sports is Adam Soweski. He said he could do the game, but I said go over there and enjoy the game as a fan, because I know you want to do that.
Absolutely. He deserves that.
Next offering is going to be popped up center field, medium depth, and it will be handled easily. Now the runner's going to take it from second, and what a throw from center, out at third. What a play that time around for Murphy, who guns down Taylor.
That was a great throw, all the way to the bag in the air.
No doubter, as Taylor didn't have time to slide either. I don't know about you, Coach, but that makes my arm hurt seeing a throw like that.
That's a pretty throw. That gets the coach excited there.
So Vach now steps in. The first baseman, .358. It's her batting line, just a sophomore. Soweski had strike one on the first pitch, but could not catch the zone. Count goes even at 1-1. Nice crowd here from New Philadelphia, showing support for the Quakers in the sectional rounds. As Soweski rolls in, a ball moves the count to 2-1. Really kind of almost a packed house here.
Yeah, there's quite the crowd here.
2-1 offering, catches the corner, strike two. Soweski looking for a 1-2-3 inning, albeit with a base hit. Sounds kind of funny, but a great throw from Murphy from center. With a big out number two. Now Soweski goes back to work, offers high. Vach thought about it, but held back. Payoff pitch upcoming. She'll toe the rubber and offer. That one put on the ground towards short. Picked up, delivered across, and it's out number three. Good play from short for the Quakers. From right, we head on to the bottom of the second. Still no score from New Philadelphia.
One thing every sports family knows is how crazy eating schedules can get. Well, let Papa John's of Uricksville and New Philadelphia handle the cooking. Papa John's offers a full menu including stuffed crust pizza, Papa Diaz, wings, cheese sticks, and so much more. See all that Papa John's has to offer by visiting papajohns.com and keep earning those Papa rewards. Papa John's of Uricksville and New Philadelphia. Just what you need for your busy schedule.
This is Tuscarawas County Detective Lieutenant Adam Fisher. Underage drinking is illegal. As a parent, you cannot allow your child's underage friends to possess or consume alcohol on your property, not under any circumstance. As a law enforcement officer, I can confiscate any alcohol, money, or property used in committing this offense. Plus, you place yourself at legal risk for being sued.
This message brought to you by the Tuscarawas County Sheriff's Office, Empower Tusk, and the Adams Board of Tuscarawas and Carroll County.
Wright, Murphy, Cardini, the batting order for New Philadelphia. Into the bottom of the second, nice inning of work for the Quakers on defense as after a single from Taylor, the pitcher for Indian Creek, she advanced on an error. Then a great defensive play from center, ultimately a double play and a ground out as Soweski has done a good job on the mound for New Philadelphia in the start. We'll see what Taylor's approach is with 4, 5, and 6 upcoming. Wright bats .319. Junior shortstop. A lot of juniors, sophomores, and freshmen for this new Philadelphia team. Going to have plenty of these girls coming back next year.
Yeah, they should be able to keep themselves at a competitive state.
So Taylor's ready to start inning number 2 as she'll catch the corner, strike 1.
Both these pitchers early in the game are doing a great job of hitting their spots, hitting that outside corner consistently.
Coach, I don't know what it is, but I don't know if you smell the grill or something that's going on, but this is going to make – I might have a hard time calling the rest of the game. We need to find where that's coming from.
Yeah, no doubt. It's making me hungry up here.
Wright offers and swings through the next one. So Taylor looking for the 3-pitch punch out. She'll offer. Too high. Wright steps back in, ready for the 1-2. And that one's going to have a charge hit into center, but it is going to be handled easily by Shoemaker for out number 1. Good contact from Wright, just couldn't find the gap as Murphy now steps in.
That was a good play out there by Shoemaker.
Wright talking to Cardini, who's on deck as she goes back in there. Probably something she's picking up from the pitcher early on. Taylor's first offering will catch the zone. Murphy was going for a check swing, but didn't bring the bat through. Didn't matter. Still in the zone. Taylor's next delivery. Low outside corner, strike 2. Taylor's 0-2 delivery has popped back up over our heads. We'll do it again at 0-2. See what Taylor brings as her last 2 were on that low outside corner. She's had success when she's went up in the zone. As her next delivery, sure enough, was higher up in the zone, but probably caught a little bit too much as Murphy was on it.
Oh, yeah, she's out there trying to change eye levels. Working low, 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 and now we saw a high one there.
Another 0-2 delivery upcoming as Taylor's set. That one popped up right side in the infield and handled at second base for out number 2 by Dorsey. Cardini steps in, the second baseman for New Philly. That's .328 this season. Looking to have a little spark in the bottom of the second with 2 gone. Both these pitchers, great command thus far through handful of batters. As the first offering, well high, ball 1. Next one catches the corner. Cardini sees strike 1 on the outside. She takes a deep breath as Taylor's ready to fire, and she'll get it past her, strike 2. Not a lot of hesitation out of Taylor either on the mound, but she goes straight to work.
Yeah, she does. She gets her call, gets on the rubber, and fires away.
Next offering, swung on and missed. Strike 3 as Taylor retires the side in order. On to the third inning. Big Z Sports is back after this.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in Sugar Creek, Strasburg, and downtown New Philadelphia, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck.
When struggles seem too tough, when sickness takes a hold, when cancer picks a fight, when baby's on its way, when life throws you a curveball, we've got you. With nearly 130 years in your backyard, Altman knows you and knows your community better than anyone. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family, and we want you to be the healthiest you can be. Altman, we are ready. We've got you.
Today's broadcast from Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency and Altman Hospital. On to the third inning. 7-8-9 up for Indian Creek, Blackburn, Dorsey, Sadler. As thus far it's been a pitcher's duel through 2. Blackburn bats 400, the senior. And she'll put a charge into the first one to left field. And handling it easy out there in right field, I should say, for the Quakers is DeVore. I swear I know my right from my left.
I was wondering there for a minute. That was a good outside pitch. The batter did a good job of taking it to the right side, just not enough on it.
DeVore actually took a few steps in before settling down and heading back. Dorsey, the junior, .224 batting average, sees ball 1. Sweski's ready, her next delivery. Too far outside. Falls behind 2-0. Next delivery for Sweski on the way, and it's swung on, fouled back. An animated fan base maybe for Indian Creek.
Yeah, it sure seems like it down there in the first baseline.
That's good to see, though. Good travel from Wintersville to come down and see this contest.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of a drive for those guys.
Sweski's next offering is going to be hammered hard to left center. That's going to get down, and it's a base hit off the fence. She'll round and look 2, but has to stay at 1. A base knock for the second baseman for Indian Creek with 1 gone in the third. Sat on that pitch, just waited for it, and she gave it a ride.
Oh, yeah, she found that left center field gap and drove it right to the fence.
Took a pretty good bounce into the glove of the center fielder. Smart base running early on in that situation. Don't try to force the double.
Yeah, in that situation there, third inning, still a close game. Don't want to create yourself an out there at second base.
Sadler steps in, sees strike 1. Sweski changed speeds. Sadler, a freshman, bats 400. 10 RBIs on the year. Couple of triples to her name as well. Next delivery low. In the dirt, picked up by Loveday. One offering, off speed again, and it's fouled back off the batter, so we'll do it again at 1-2. As it looks like we're going to have an appeal from Coach Dupke there, as he was thinking maybe the ball was or excuse me, the batter was out of the box when the ball came back and got her?
Yeah, that's what he's looking for there. She would have been out of the box. That's an out. He was looking to get one there an easy way.
Asked the base umpire for an appeal, but he said, look fine. We've got a pretty good view. Didn't seem like Sadler was out.
No, it looked like she was still in the box from this point of view.
And she'll dig back in for the 1-2. Soweski ready. She'll offer just too high for ball 2. Runner on first, and Dorsey getting a decent little lead over there, but I think her dugout telling her, just be careful. Loveday's got a cannon from behind the plate. Next offering swung on. It's a grounder to short. No time for the play at second. On to the diamond, on across the diamond to first, and not in time. It's an infield single. Good hustle for Sadler.
She got that one deep enough in the hole and made that play a tough one there for the new Philadelphia Quakers shortstop.
So now 2 on, 1 out in the top of the third. Back to the top of the lineup with Shoemaker. She ground out to third her first time up. Quakers defense communicating there. Mason from third looking back to her shortstop and left fielder, as it looks like she might be ready for the bunt. Instead, Shoemaker watches ball 1. Next offering, outside corner, not quite in time. Snap throw to first from Loveday, and it was on the outside of the foul line, so couldn't get the tag on at first, but she might have had her.
Yeah, it was a close play. A little bit better throw there. I think she's out.
Soweski behind 2-0 in the count. She'll next offer too high, so now she's behind 3-0. The 2 runners on here with the 1 gone. Got to ask, Coach, do you think maybe potentially about go ahead and giving her the green light?
In this situation, I'd probably give her a take. See if we can load up the bases on another ball here.
See, that's the mind of a coach, and I'm just going way too aggressive. Next delivery, Soweski will bring it right down the pipe as it's now a 3-1.
Yeah, there's a few of our hitters that they get the green light when they got a 3-0 count. If it's down the middle, try to put it in play somewhere.
She's ready. Offers with the 3-1, and that is a nice pitch on the low outside corner. As that's only
2 strikes.
That's only 2 as the batter. I think the first base coach for Indian Creek was actually calling his batter over, and she looked confused, like, "No, man, I'm still in here." So a full count payoff pitch upcoming for Soweski. She'll offer. Swung on and missed. Snap throw down to first from Loveday. On strike 3, but it won't be in time. Big out number 2.
Huge out right there.
She battled back from down 3-0 with the 2 runners on, now with 2 gone. Play at any base. With Starkey stepping back in, she was a strikeout looking her first time. Soweski's first offering, laced past the third baseman and Mason. That's a base hit into left field. Runner will hold, and the bases will be loaded. As that was a nice shot for Starkey.
Good hard line drive right by Mason there at third.
So Scott now steps in. The lefty. Prime opportunity to put some runs on the board. The sophomore, as I mentioned earlier, bats .500. She's got 10 RBIs. And has a chance to put that crooked number up on the scoreboard to start off the third for the Redskins. No hesitation from Starkey either. Went at the first pitch she saw and just drove it. Soweski offers. It was low on the ground, and it's going to get through past the second baseman. We've got the first RBI of the ball game. Now run number 2 comes in. Nice piece of hitting for Scott, who went to the right side, and she's got a 2 RBI single. Starkey holds at second as Dorsey and Sadler come around to score 2-0.
That ball wasn't very hard hit, but it was perfectly placed right between the first and second baseman there.
I think Cardini was shaded over towards second base, maybe expecting that one closer to the left side of the field, but instead it just perfect seeing eye single almost.
Oh, yeah. It was perfect placement.
Coach Dupke wants a timeout to talk with his infield and talk with his pitcher. Soweski, as we had mentioned coming into this game, pretty good pitching totals out of her, only around a 3.50 ERA. Dealing with a little adversity here early on, but still plenty of game to play. You know, Coach, what do you tell your team in a mound meeting like this?
In this type of situation, you still got 2 base runners on. It's about keeping your composure. You get 2 outs. Let's focus on getting the batter and get us out of the inning so we can try to go out there and swing some bats, get some balls in play.
So a relatively brief meeting at the mound as Coach Dupke steps back towards the dugout. 2 down, the 2 runners on, top of the third. 2-0 lead for the Redskins. Winner go home in the OHSAA tournament in the sectionals. New Philadelphia as the home team, looking to get out of this inning. Taylor steps back in. She had a single in the second inning, has also pitched rather well off the mound. First offering from Soweski, too low in the dirt. Soweski now ready. On the 1-0, Taylor's going to foul it off towards the right side, heading towards the fence, and it will go out of play. Evens the count at 1-1. Taylor looking to straighten that out as she steps back in. Next offering, outside corner, snap throw to first, and it's a close one, but safe. Sliding back in was Scott.
That was a great throw there by Loveday.
Good throw by Loveday, good location for Soweski. 1 strike away from getting out of the inning, trying to minimize the damage. The 1-2, too high. Taylor's able to hold back. Soweski, her offering, swung on, fouled away, went off speed low and away that time.
That was a good location there by Soweski.
Indian Creek, especially this inning, showing some pretty good patience outside of that first pitch swing for Scott, who got the 2 RBIs. They've worked the counts a little bit. Next offering, swung on, hit deep, right side. Going back for it's the right fielder who will make the grab for out number 3. Indian Creek plates 2, Redskins lead 2-0. We'll return after this.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Bottom of the third, Indian Creek leads 2-0 sectional round of the OHSAA tournament. Winner go home. It will be 7-8-9 coming up for the Quakers. Jackson, Vandal, DeVore. For the Redskins, that last half inning, great pieces of hitting as Indian Creek seemed like they started picking up a little bit on Soweski's movement.
Indian Creek did a great job that last inning. They were patiently aggressive. A couple girls there went out there and got a shot on the first swing, and a few others just worked the count and found a missed pitch that they could drive and put it in play.
Jackson to lead things off for New Philadelphia, as we mentioned, the sophomore first baseman thus far this year, batting .404. As we'll see how New Philadelphia responds. They've gone 1, 2, 3, both innings. They've been at the plate. It's only a 2-run lead, so obviously I'd say in your dugout, in your conversation there, maybe tell them don't worry about getting it all back at once.
Oh, yeah, it's no need for that. You're still only in the bottom of the third inning. You still got 4 more at-bats after this inning to go. Just worry about getting balls in play, trying to move some base runners around and see if you can at least add a run this inning.
So Taylor toes the rubber again. She'll wind and fire well low. Bounces way high for ball number 1. Hit that rut that the right-handed batters have made, and well, you had runners on the bases. I think that was guaranteed to move up.
Absolutely.
Taylor probably could not do that again if she tried as hard as she could to hit right on that spot to make it do that.
No, probably not. It was a pretty perfect pitch right there.
So 1-0. Outside. Jackson, interesting tidbit here is next pitch will be hacked on and missed. She still ahead 2-1. Interesting tidbit, after she took the 2 balls to start off, she's actually leading the team with 15 walks drawn this year.
That's a good number there.
Good to have lead off for the Quakers too. You need base runners.
Absolutely, it shows good patience, good eye coordination there in the box.
She shows it off again as she watches ball 3. Now a 3-1 count.
And those balls aren't missing by much. That one looked like it was just inside the river there.
Taylor's next offering swung on and missed for Jackson. Count goes full. Taylor rose the zone. Jackson just under it on the swing.
Yeah, that's what we call that CNI candy. They're tempting for those batters.
Pretty much impossible to really hit it where you want it. Next offering swung on, and it's foul tipped back into the glove for strike 3. Yeah. Taylor battles back.
Yeah, chances are you go after that high pitch and you make contact with that, you're just going to hit a high pop-up.
Good squeeze from behind the plate for Starkey. Vandal steps in. She bats .482 this year. Just a sophomore. Taylor asks for the call again, and now she's ready. Her first offering at the knees, strike 1. Next offering from Taylor is going to be placed down on a bunt beautifully by Vandal, who's going to beat it out to first for the first hit of the ball game. Indian Creek's dugout had just called out to their defense, watch out for the bunt, and sure enough, there it was.
Yep, there it was. Showed it late, laid it down a perfect spot, and Vandal's got some good speed going down that line.
That ball just died about 6 feet in front of the plate, and could not just, you can't really do much on defense.
That's a tough spot when that bunt lands right there.
DeVore steps in, the right fielder. .385 batting average for her. She tries to lay the bunt down but fouls it away.
Looks like Coach Dukey's going to try to go to a little bit of small ball here.
DeVore with the 15 ribbies this season. See if there's any motion from Vandal at first. Taylor's ready. That one's going to be fouled back. DeVore pops it up on the bunt attempt and is behind 0-2. You take a deep breath as a coach there when you see that bunt pop straight up in the air like that?
Yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking. I'm sure Coach is happy that one got back down in the dirt in foul territory.
So with the 0-2, Taylor looking for second out of this inning. Keep that 0 on the board for New Philly. As swung on and missed, DeVore is sat down on strike. Second strikeout of the inning, fifth strikeout of the game for Taylor. So Loveday back up, top of the order. She struck out to start the game. Taylor offers, outside corner, strike one.
It's a good location there for Taylor.
Taylor offers, just too far outside. We had mentioned with Taylor with the ERA of 135. Plenty of punch-outs for her, 174 she's thrown this year in 103 innings of work.
That's a pretty good season there for Taylor.
With the 5 punch-outs already in this game. Swung on, fouled away. Loveday falls behind 1-2.
Anytime you can have an ERA of under 2, you're going to help put your team in a good position to be competitive and win a lot of ball games.
In fact, in the 103 2/3 innings she's worked, only 20 earned runs given up. Next offering, off speed, too far outside. Loveday does a good job to hold off. Taylor's ready for her 2-2. Offered high outside. There goes the runner in Vandal, who will slide, and she'll be in safely under the tag. Gutsy call there to have Vandal running, but she steals second cleanly.
Well, Vandal's got some pretty decent speed there, and that throw came a little high, just enough room for Vandal to slide up underneath that tag.
So now runner in scoring position, full count, payoff pitch upcoming. Taylor offers too high, ball number 4, and now 2 runners on for the Quakers.
Sarah's another one of those kids that can drive a ball here and see if the Quakers can add a run.
Well, you know, for Soweski, after giving up the 2 runs in that last half of the inning, she'd like nothing more than getting them right back on one swing.
So let's see if she can help herself here.
Soweski, a .350 batting average. Her first time up, though, she ground out too short. Wants to find a gap. First offering from Taylor, outside, ball 1. Taylor had started off so well with the catching that outside corner with the right-handed batters, not so much with the lefties.
No, it's tough. I mean, depending what kind of pitch she's throwing.
Next offering, Soweski gets a bat on it but fouls it away. We'll think that one probably caught the outside corner that time.
Yeah, it was close enough for Soweski to want to put a swing on it.
You had mentioned Vandal with the wheels getting a second on that stolen base. That's actually just her 3rd stolen base of the year.
Is it?
Next pitch, too high. Soweski's ahead, 2-1. In fact, just 17 stolen bases on the year for the Quakers. As the 2-1 from Taylor, too high. Soweski with the good eye. Now she's ahead, 3-1. You saw her shaking her head, looking down to Coach Dupke. Wonder if they had a little conversation before he went out. Saw something about the what they were thinking maybe Taylor was going to be throwing.
Yeah, maybe so. Vandal's getting a pretty big lead over there at second base.
Taylor's next offering in the zone, foul back. Payoff pitch upcoming. Full count as Soweski stands back in.
I'm sure the base runners will be on the move here on this pitch.
And the pitch swung on down the third baseline. Soweski gets a good bat on it, but it's going to be out number 3 as the third baseman steps on third. New Philly strands 2. We head to the 4th inning. Big Z Sports is back after this.
Planning your next vacation or home improvement project and worried about managing expenses? CSB can help with that. Setting a goal is the first step to achieving your vision, and CSB's Money Manager tool helps you get started. Whether you are recovering from Christmas spending or preparing to send kids to college, the Personal Financial Management tool helps you set goals, track your spending, and monitor your progress. Money Manager is available within CSB's online banking. Check it out today. A Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
I'm Dr. Michele Iono. At Advancing Athletics, our Fuel, Move, Recover philosophy can help anyone be their best. Here's what thriving looks like.
I'm an FMR athlete. I'm an FMR athlete. I'm an FMR athlete.
From high school to aging well, no one will take care of you and your kids better than us.
Back to the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. Nick McWilliams, Garaway head coach Rick Johnson bringing you softball action from Z Country in the tournament. Still 2-0 the lead for Indian Creek. As Sarah Soweski steps back on the mound for the Quakers. Last inning, we saw the Redskins kind of jump on her a little bit. We'll see how she's able to recover after allowing those 2 earned runs.
Yeah, we'll see how Sarah bounces back here this inning. She's going to get back to hitting her spots and controlling where her pitchers are going.
So it will be 5, 6, 7 upcoming for the Redskins. Dawson, Vaughn, and Blackburn. Dawson flew out. As she'll offer behind the first one, falls behind 0-1.
Ball looked like it had some screwball action on it there, hitting the outside corner.
Next offering from Soweski, too high. I'm happy you've got the eyes to see that, but then again, I'm sure it helps when you've seen those a few times in your coaching career.
Oh, yeah.
Soweski offers nice pitch again as she gets Dawson to swing well in front of that one. Maybe a little change of approach on the mound for New Philly after the hits the last inning. Two little breaking balls. Next one fouled off.
Yeah, a couple of those there. Those 2 strikes that are called, it looked like a couple of screwball throws there.
Now, for anyone who might be listening or watching who doesn't know, what's the difference on the action with that kind of pitch?
The screwball on a left-handed batter it's gonna tail away from her. On a right-handed batter, it's gonna come in low and at the ankles.
Soweski does it again, but that one's going to be popped up foul to the right side.
Well, I guess when you got a lefty throwing it, it's going to tail away from a righty and spin in on a lefty.
It's all backwards.
Yeah, this is.
So on the left-handed batter, you could throw it as a backdoor breaking ball.
Yeah, you could.
Gotcha. One-two offering upcoming. Soweski off speed, popped up. Shallow range, sliding in at second base and can't make the play. Was Cardini as she slid and just couldn't get to it in time. A pop-up infield single for Dawson.
Well, that ball just didn't hang up there as long as they needed it to.
Say Dawson with the singles. That's a tough play for Cardini. She was back all the way into the grass.
Playing in the hole, that's a tough ball to get to.
Vaughn steps back in. She grounded out. Too short her first time up. Soweski goes outside, just too far away for ball 1. So I apologize if any Indian Creek fans are listening. It's apparently Emma Vogt. I was saying Vaughn. Soweski will offer. Fouled away on the right side. The Redskins, when they have made contact, seem like they're taking the ball where it's pitched, which is a good sign if you're the Indian Creek coaching staff.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of that, taking outside pitches to right field and turning on those inside ones.
The 1-1. Too high, outside as well. Throw down from Loveday, nothing doing. Two-one offering, outside corner and high for ball 3.
Just missed on that one there.
Vogt showing some good patience. Sweski probably going to have to put a pretty good pitch forth to stay alive in this at-bat, as she'll bring it and pushes the count to full. Sweski takes a deep breath, readies herself for the payoff pitch. On the way, and a good hold by Vogt as she gets the walk. 2 base runners on early in the 4th inning. A jam once again for the Quakers pitcher.
Yeah, Indian Creek showing some good patience now here. We're getting to the middle part of this game.
So Blackburn back in. She lined out to right her first time up. Remember, this bottom portion of the lineup was what did the damage last inning. She'll round to bunt as she will pull the bat back. Strike 1 called on the outside corner.
It always makes the coach happy when your back end of your lineup can produce some runs or some base runners for you.
The sign of a very, very dangerous team, too, for the tournament.
Oh, yeah, especially when your 7, 8, 9 hitters are effective.
Blackburn will round a bunt, and she'll slap it forward to the first baseman. No play on the lead runners, so they'll have to go to first as Jackson spins and throws and gets out number 1. Good sacrifice bunt for Blackburn.
Yeah, it was a good job getting that ball down and getting 2 more base runners in the scoring position here for Indian Creek.
Dorsey, the second baseman, steps in. She singled, later came around to score in the 3rd. Runners on 3rd and 2nd in Dawson and Vogt. As Sweski will offer its off speed, and it's nubbed off the end of the bat down the first baseline for Jackson. Probably the right play to not charge that one too quick, because Dawson was going to score easily from 3rd.
That was a good job over there, letting that ball roll through the foul line there.
Had some crazy spin coming off of that one.
Yeah, it did.
Dorsey back in. As Sweski rocks and fires. That's a number off the end of the bat past the shortstop as she'll knock it down, though, and they will be able to hold the runner at 3rd. Quite the play from right as she was able to knock it down. However, it's going to be an infield single for Dorsey.
Yeah, that ball makes it through there. Indian Creek's going to score another run. That was a great job there by Wright.
Third baseman and Mason came over and helped out. But bases will be juiced with Sadler stepping in. She reached on an infield single her first time up. Sweski offers, swung on, laced past the shortstop, and that's a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Next runner's going to be held up, and bases will remain loaded. Sadler with an RBI single, her 2nd hit of the game.
Another Indian Creek batter there jumped on the first pitch and drove it.
That was just outside of the reach of Wright. So Shoemaker, the leadoff, back in. She ground out and struck out. Her team now leads 3-0. First pitch, high outside. Sweski going to have to work herself out of another jam with just the 1 gone. In the top of the 4th, Sweski. Her next offering was fouled away. Shoemaker sees the count go even at 1-1.
Yeah, Shoemaker caught that one there off the end of her bat. Shot it right into the foul fence over here.
The 1-1 offering, outside corner, strike 2. Shoemaker swings through it. Good location.
Good location, good off-speed pitch there, a little bit of movement on it.
Sweski offers, swung on, and that one's going to be dribbled to Mason, who will go home with the throw, and it's dropped at home by Loveday, but it looks like they are going to say foul ball. I think it came off the bat when it was dropped.
Yeah, I must have missed that.
Sure enough, I think that's what the ruling was there. The Indian Creek coaching staff kind of almost looked in agreement. You heard the groan from the first base coach, though, like, oh, man, that was perfect. So we'll do it again at 1-2. That would have scored a run as Loveday was unable to squeeze it at the plate. So we'll see if the Quakers caught a break. Sweski offers. Just misses on the outside corner for ball 2.
That was great location there by Sweski.
Probably just a hair outside. Loveday tried to reel it back in.
Yeah, that's one with 2 strikes. You want to see your batters going after.
Sweski offers too high, outside. Count goes full. Payoff pitch, swung on, fouled away. We'll do it again. Good battle for Shoemaker. By the sound of that ball going into the parking lot back here, I hope somebody's been updated on their car insurance.
Yeah, I hope it didn't hit my Jeep over there.
Shoemaker steps back in, Sweski ready. Bases still loaded, just 1 gone. 3-0 the lead for the Redskins. Show offer, popped up. Left side, shallow territory, caught in left. Here comes the runner home, and the throw's not going to be in time as it's a sacrifice fly for Shoemaker, and now pushes the lead to 4-0.
Yeah, she did a great job of driving that ball deep to left field to be able to drive that run home from third.
It was Dawson who scored. As it looked like we were maybe going to have an appeal down to third, as they thought maybe the runner left early from third, as Sweski threw over to third, and home plate umpire saying she left in the right amount of time. On to Starkey, strikeout and a single for her. Runner at first and second now. Show offer, low, was on the corner but just below the knees. Sweski's next delivery went off speed but well high. Just a bit outside, so now Starkey's ahead 3-0. Now you've got that 4-0 cushion, Coach. Do you let her be aggressive?
In this situation, yeah, I'd give her the green light, get base runner in scoring position. See if we can drive her in.
Your number 2 hitter, 16 RBIs on the year. She holds back and sees strike 1.
Yeah, it looked like Coach gave her the take sign there. It was a pretty good-looking pitch.
Swung on, fouled back.
Good job by Sweski getting herself back into this count.
Full count upcoming, another payoff pitch. Next offering, fouled away again. We'll do it again at 3-2. Both Shoemaker and Starkey now Actually, the third batter this inning to get the count to full. They've been making Seweski work.
Yeah, that'll start adding to some fatigue for Seweski here.
Show offer, swung on. In the hole between short and third, picked up by the left fielder, and the runner will be held at third, so bases are loaded again. Another single, the third one of the inning for the Redskins, and now Scott steps to the plate.
Looks like Coach Duke, he might be calling a timeout here, make another trip.
As he walks out and was thinking about it, I'm sure. Scott, ground out and a 2 RBI single, and time called as Dupke will make the walk to his mound. And it does look like we are going to have a pitching change as Seweski will hand the ball over to, it appears to be Jackson from first.
Yeah, those two have worked pretty good together this year, being a 1-2 combo there in the circle.
So Seweski will head to the dugout, giving up the 4 earned runs in the 4 innings. Indian Creek, credit to what their batters have been able to do. Really seemed like they came around after those first few innings. Started timing up Seweski.
It looks like Seweski's coming back out of the dugout now with their first baseman's mitt.
So it will just be a switch for Jackson stepping off of first. Seweski will go to first. As Jackson coming into this game off the mound, 3.04 ERA for her. She's pitched 23 innings, given up 10 earned runs, 6 walks, 18 strikeouts. So run it through this for me as well here, Coach. When you're in this situation, you know, you're the team at home. You came in with against a team that you really didn't know a whole bunch about. Of course, you've been scouting them, but you hadn't seen them this year. You find yourself in this situation, down by 4 runs here in the 4th inning. What's going to be your message whenever you do get out of this inning and meet in the dugout?
Well, it's gut check time. We're getting past the middle point of the game here. We're going to have to start putting some balls in play, maintain our focus in the box. Pitch selection is huge, swinging at good pitches. Trying to start chipping in, a run here, a run there. See if we can make this a strikeable game here in the 7th inning.
I don't often get to see this very often for the games that we've done, but for New Philadelphia's sake, you go from a lefty in Seweski, and you got another lefty who comes in relief.
Yeah, it's not very often you see 2 left-handed pitchers on the same staff.
So Scott, as we mentioned, had a 2 RBI single that opened up the scoring in the 3rd inning in this ball game. She grounded out in the 1st. As Jackson will now toe the rubber, her first delivery of the game is going to be a strike at the knees.
Quakers here got 2 outs. They got to focus on just getting the batter out and get out of this inning.
Jackson's next delivery, too far outside, ball 1.
If base is loaded, they can just take it to the easiest bag.
A luxury if you're able to sit the batter down, or get the batter to hit it on the ground, I should say. As sure enough, there it is. It's going to be a ground ball for Cardini at second, who almost runs into the base runner, and the run's going to come around to score. It's now 5-0.
I'm surprised there was no runner interference or something called there.
As it almost looked like Cardini prepared to have contact.
Yeah, that defender's got the right of way to be able to charge in there and make that play on that ball. That base runner's got to be able to get in and be on the back side of her or on the front side of her.
So we're going to have a conversation here between the plate umpire and the base umpire related to that. Cardini was going for the ball, and it looked like she kind of braced herself and was expecting to get run into by the base runner, who would have been, was it Sadler now standing at second? As Coach Dupke now asking for an explanation as well. As it currently stands, with this conversation ongoing between Coach Dupke and the umpire, bases loaded, 2 outs off of a single from Scott, with Taylor now stepping in.
Yeah, that last play also scored another run to make it 4-0 here.
So Taylor steps back in. She's had a single and a fly out, and she'll see strike one. Next offering, dribbler back to the mound. Jackson picks it up cleanly, delivers on to first for out number 3. More damage done, though, however, as Indian Creek leads 4-0. We head on to the bottom of the 4th. Big Z Sports is back after this.
Do you have a low-slope roof that is leaking and causing problems? WM Commercial Roofing believes that finding an efficient, affordable solution shouldn't be a gamble. With over a decade of experience in the commercial roofing industry, we have the perfect solution for your low-slope roofing, whether it's for service or full replacement. WM Commercial roofing you can trust. Check us out at wmcommercialroofing.com or call 330-275-0088. That's 330-275-0088.
Country Club Rehabilitation Campus is a full continuum care facility located in Dover, Ohio. Their campus offers independent and assisted living apartments and suites, skilled nursing, 7 days a week rehabilitation, respiratory care, and long-term care. The Country Club campus provides excellent personalized treatment plans that meet or exceed their residents' outcomes and goals. If you are looking for a place to call home or just need short-term assistance, contact Country Club Rehabilitation Campus at Dover, 330-343-5568.
Welcome back to the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio as the Redskins from Indian Creek have opened it up to a 5-0 lead. It will be 3-4-5 who step in for New Philadelphia. Tough spot if you are the Quakers here, Coach, but obviously, you know, all these girls this season, they've dealt with the adversity, they've dealt with these situations, and are going to need to rally in a big way.
Yeah, these Quakers, they got some work to do now. Taylor's been doing a great job in the circle, keeping them off balance. The Quakers have to dig in and figure out Taylor there and put some balls in play and move some base runners around.
So leading things off will be Mason. Her only plate appearance in this game was a strikeout on 3 pitches.
Yeah, I believe the Quakers are still working on the second time through the lineup, right?
They are. Right, you are. They're only on the 3 spots, so kind of shows you the dominance that Taylor has had.
Yeah, she's done a great job in that circle.
So Taylor toes the rubber again. Mason is ready, and she will watch the first pitch on the outside corner, takes a hack at it, swings through it behind 0-1.
Good looking swing there by Mason.
If she is able to make contact, it's going somewhere.
That's
for sure.
That's for sure. Got to find middle of the ball, send it somewhere.
Taylor with a cleat issue, but she's got it straightened away. As she's ready, we'll offer high outside, ball 1. The interesting thing about this matchup, you had made comment in between the innings there. New Philly, the 4 seed, Indian Creek, the 7 seed coming into this matchup. Redskins put that 17-5 season together and are showing pretty much why they might be a problem in the tournament, as now Taylor's ahead 1-2.
Yeah, both teams have been had a great year, but Indian Creek's been showing their dominance here today so far.
For New Philadelphia, just the 1 base hit. They've also drawn 1 walk, but that's been it. Taylor offers, swung on. Mason gets it in the air, right side, drifting back towards the fence and out of play. We'll stay at 1-2.
Yeah, Mason's got some new life there. See if she can take advantage of it here.
Taylor has been hammering the outside corner of the plate for New Philadelphia's third baseman. She did take it to the right side that time.
Yeah, the Quaker batter's got to start stepping into that pitch. They'll get that front foot on the front inside of that box and drive that ball that way.
Next offering off speed, and you saw Mason hold back. She wanted to go after that.
She wanted it. She wanted it. You know, when you just throw your hands at that outside pitch, all you're going to do is be able to hit that dribbler or a lazy ground ball down the line. You want to be able to get your body weight into it and drive through that ball.
2-2 upcoming. Next delivery from Taylor. Outside corner. Strike 3 called. Out number 1 in the bottom of the 4th. Some new Philly fans might not think that was a perfect one, but with 2 strikes, that's a hard one to pass up on.
I looked a little low, and it was close enough for the umpire to call it, so your batter's going to be able to swing the ball, swing the bat at it.
Wright steps in. She flew out to center, her only other at bat. She has had a couple plays at short that she has just missed by millimeters. Just the ball just not going where she's wanted it to. She'll swing at the first pitch she sees and fouls it away.
Nah, she made a great play on that one backhand to keep the ball in the infield to save a run there.
Also missed one of those line drive shots. Couldn't have not been more than an inch or two.
No, didn't miss her glove by much at all.
Taylor toes the rubber and offers on the 0-1. That's a late shot to third, and it is picked up over there. What a play for Dawson.
That ball hit right at the third base, but she made a nice job getting the glove on the ball.
That one's hit hard enough for your third baseman. That's pretty much all reactionary.
Yeah, that's all reaction. That was a good, well-hit ball there.
Murphy steps in. She popped out her first time up. 5-0 the game in favor of Indian Creek as we're in the bottom of the 4th. New Philadelphia just the 1 hit on the board. Looking to rally. Pitch 1 to Murphy is low in the dirt. On the 1-0, Murphy puts a charge in it, right side, drifting back in foul territory, and it will be held over there by the first baseman who lunges back for it. Nice play, and that'll do it for the bottom of the 4th. Big Z Sports returns after this.
Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas. Kent State Tusk offers over 30 bachelor's and associate degrees. We have over a dozen athletic programs, including basketball and volleyball. Student life is diverse with over 20 extracurricular student clubs. Our nursing and technology programs are some of the most sought after in the area. Staying local is the most cost-effective way of obtaining your degree. Define your own success. Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas.
Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Front Street in Dover offers a menu full of house-smoked meats, including choices like ribs, chicken, steak, and pork. Sammy Sue's takes pride in knowing that everything on the menu is made fresh in their kitchen with the freshest ingredients. Sammy's also offers a variety of specials all week long, including the popular wing nights every Tuesday and Thursday. Find Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Facebook for a full list of daily specials and everything they have to offer.
Welcome back to the PAC Drilling Mobile Studios. Sectional softball tournament action. 5-0. Indian Creek leads, looking to add to that as Jackson back on the mound for the Quakers, leading things off for Indian Creek will be, I thought it was Alexis Dawson, but I think I might have the wrong number.
Yeah, it's hard to tell with the jerseys they got on. Number 21 there.
As it is. I actually did not write down that Trinity Taylor was a ground out to finish the last inning. Nearly batted around at Indian Creek. Next offering in the dirt, ball 2 to Dawson. She has a fly out and a single. Also came around to score last inning. Jackson's next delivery in the zone, and it's driven to the shortstop in Wright, who will deliver on to first for out number 1.
Good play there by Wright.
It's got to feel good for her, too, with the couple plays that she just hadn't been able to quite get a glove on, and she threw a strike to first.
Yeah, finally had a ball there where she was able to make a play on it.
It's always amazing to watch when, especially tournament time, just these hitters get placing the ball just right where they have to. You know, overall, both these teams, with the first pitch to Voke in the dirt, both these teams have played relatively very clean. I think we've only had the one error on both sides combined.
Yeah, and that error was just a ball coming off the fence, just somebody not picking it up properly.
Jackson delivers, goes high outside. 2-0 now the count.
You know, Indy and Christian had a good job of working the count, getting themselves in some good hitters counts.
Next delivery, and that's a line shot up the middle, and it will get down. Base hit for Voke. Just off the glove of Jackson. That one was coming off quick.
I was going to say, it looked like Jackson just about caught that one.
So one runner on, one gone, top of the fifth. It will be Blackburn. She lined out and had a sacrifice bunt. Jackson offers outside corner, strike one.
Good pitch there by Jackson.
Loveday from behind the plate has had plenty of snap throws to first, hasn't gotten anybody. But it was interesting to see that Voke had a pretty good lead. Next one in the dirt. As that time Loveday looks down, and it almost looked like Voke decided to lead off a little bit less. Maybe she could hear me or something.
It did look like a very big lead that time. You know, Loveday's done a great job today also of framing some pitches there behind the plate, getting some called strikes for her pitcher.
Swung on, ground ball, right, picks it up from short, delivers on to second for the lead runner, on to first, double play as Blackburn sat down. Nice middle infield defense for the Quakers. They're up at the plate, trailing 5-0.
At Gillen Body Shop, they know that when their business is needed, it's never planned, and that can cause you quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for you by making sure the work is completed right the first time. And Gillen Body Shop's experienced staff gives all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philly, or find them on Facebook.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Welcome back to the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. Really getting into gut check time here. Nick McWilliams, head coach Rick Johnson for the Garaway Pirates joining us. Coach, we greatly appreciated your insight. Thank you for joining us on this game. And you couldn't ask for a more perfect day for softball.
No, it's beautiful weather out here today, and it's been a joy being on this broadcast with you. First time ever doing something like this.
For the Quakers in the bottom of the fifth, it will be 6-7-8, Cardini, Jackson, Vandal.
Let's see if the Lady Quakers here can take advantage and build some energy off that double play there to end that last inning.
Yeah, nice 6-4-3 double play. Right went on to Cardini, who made a heck of a throw on to first. Close bang-bang play. The only hit of the ball game for the Quakers has come from Vandal, who will be stepping up to the plate in this inning. Cardini.
And I believe that was a bunt, wasn't it?
Might have been like a swinging bunt almost. Not sure. It's also, you know how I say I can't read my writing? Cardani. I don't know why I've been saying Dini. So for the New Philadelphia Quaker, my apologies. Taylor has put forth a masterful performance for Indian Creek as she enters the last few innings looking to keep it rolling. Her first delivery swung on, hard hit ball to short, picked up on a nice glove, and on to first for out number one. That is a heck of a play from short for Scott, moving to her left.
Yeah, Scott made a great play there. That's a tough one to play. Ball hopping, looks it into her glove, good hard throw over across the diamond to one.
for Cardani. That's probably one of the more hard-hit balls we have seen from New Philadelphia. So it might be a good sign of things to come. It will be Jackson at the plate. She struck out her first time. First delivery from Taylor's in there. Taylor ready for her 0-1. She'll kick and fire. Low. Jackson, as we had mentioned, actually led the team in walks this year. She had a good battle her first time up. Wouldn't mind doing that again and definitely trying to get a base runner on for the Quakers.
Yeah, it looks like she's expecting that outside pitch. She's crowding the inside corner.
Next delivery from Taylor, low. Jackson's next delivery. Swung on, fouled away. I'm sorry, Taylor's next delivery to Jackson.
Taylor here getting deep into the 5th inning. She's still throwing the ball pretty well for the Indian Creek.
Has not seemed to lose much velocity, much zip on her pitches, and still hitting the corners and going up and down. How vital is that for a team to have a pitcher who can do that?
Oh, it's huge. It takes a lot of pressure off your coach and your defense when you got a pitcher that's in shape and can battle through and pitch a full game for you.
Count runs full as Jackson sees it low and outside. Payoff pitch upcoming. Taylor's next delivery outside, ball 4, and that will be a base runner for New Philadelphia. Jackson does a nice job of working that count. Vandal steps in, had a single and a stolen base in the 3rd inning. As looks like Coach Depke is going to go ahead and put in a courtesy runner here. Have to see who comes in. As I haven't seen any stirring from the dugout yet.
Looks like maybe 24. Ella Yoder.
Ella Yoder steps in, the senior. Vandal ready for her next at bat. Taylor's ready. Have not seen many situations with her dealing with runners on, so we'll see if that affects her at all, as Vandal's going to lay down the bunt and she'll hustle down to first. Won't make it in time, but will move the runner into scoring position on the sac bunt. Kind of a tough trade-off, trailing by 5. You do move the runner in scoring position, but now, albeit with 2 gone.
Oh, yeah, anything you can do to help yourself chip into this lead and try to make it a little bit closer game, a 2-run game going into that 7th inning, give your offense a chance.
Maybe that's when you tell your dugout guys there are no 5-run plays in softball.
No, you gotta be able to execute and move some base runners here.
DeVore ready, swings and misses. She struck out her first time. DeVore batting .385. Looking to deliver in a big way. As Taylor is ready. She'll offer. Outside corner, strike 2.
Boy, the Quakers are hoping that DeVore can get on base here and then get back to the top end of that lineup. Trying to move some base runners in.
Next pitch. On the 0-2. Swung on, fouled away. DeVore makes contact and will stay alive. Taylor takes a deep breath, recollects herself, steps back in the circle. Runner on second in Yoder. Next delivery, DeVore gets her bat on it, fouls it away, back behind us and out of play. After falling behind 0-2, good battle for DeVore. She stays alive. does not want to strand another runner for the Quakers. Taylor offers. DeVore swings through it, strike 3, as that'll do it for the the bottom half of the 5th inning. On to the 6th. Indian Creek still leads 5-0.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
8-9-1 on the way for Indian Creek as they lead 5-0 in the top of the 6th inning. Big Z Sports here with some high school softball action in the sectional round featuring the Redskins and Quakers. It's been pretty much all Indian Creek, as what a performance so far Trinity Taylor has put on the mound for these Redskins. You know, it's sometimes difficult if you read the ERA that she had coming into this game, just 135, to really visualize that before you've seen it. You're seeing a good reason why today.
You're seeing the reason why she's got that ERA. She's done a great job of controlling her pitches, keeping the Quaker batters off balance, and doing a great job for her team there in the circle.
Again, a big thank you to Tuscarawas Insurance Agency and Altman Hospital for today's coverage, as it's going to be a first pitch swing and single for Dorsey, who drives it into right.
It's a pretty important inning here for the Lady Quakers. They want to be able to get in and get out of this top of half of the inning.
Of course, also a big thank you to Advancing Athletics for today's instant replays. As Sadler steps in. She's got a pair of singles. Came around to score her first time up. Also had an RBI her next time up. Jackson delivers. It was in the dirt, and still somehow Sadler gets around on it and drives it into left for a base knock past Mason at third.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how she got a stick on that one there, but she did a great job of digging it out and getting it by the third baseman over there.
And once again, as we've said, Coach, for the Redskins, a lot of these hits, just placing them exactly where they need to go.
Just finding the right spot today.
Shoemaker back at the plate in her 3 at-bats, strikeout, ground out, sacrifice, fly, RBI. She'll have 2 runners on, nobody out in the top of the 6th. With her team up 5-0, and she'll stab at a bunt attempt. It'll go off the plate and bounce foul. I'm sure every coach would agree that you're up 5-0, only the 2 innings to go here, but you can never have enough runs.
Never have enough runs. It's never safe in high school softball.
Shoemaker stands back in. Jackson thus far in her relief work, giving up a couple runs, but kind of found her groove here, as that's going to be a number off the end of the bat. Wright picks it up, gets the lead runner at first, and that's a nice play.
That was a great play there by Wright, getting that lead runner for the Quakers.
So Dorsey out at third, Sadler steps up to second, and Shoemaker will stand at first with 1 gone. Starkey back in. She had a strikeout in the first, then followed it up with a pair of singles. Still 2 runners on. Jackson delivers just a touch outside. Jackson's next delivery catches the zone for strike 1. Nearly losing my papers again. For Jackson, you know, we've seen her kind of go up and away with that pitch. That's first one I've seen really drop back down into the zone.
Yeah, I was going to say it looked like it was going to go high, and it dropped back out there in the outside corner.
Should try it again, but that time stays high. 2-1. Next delivery catches the outside part. Take it back, just a touch outside. I'll give credit to Loveday for framing that.
Yeah, that was a pretty good location there by Jackson.
Just great patience for Indian Creek today. It's really helped them out.
You could tell they're well coached in the box, man. They're showing a lot of good discipline.
Jackson's next delivery popped up. Going back for it is Loveday, but it's off the cage. She doesn't have a chance at the play, so the count runs full.
Looked like Loveday had a little bit of issue trying to find that ball after she got her helmet ripped off.
I've said this in previous broadcasts, but for people who have never done that before, it is a lot easier said than done.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough play for the catchers.
3-2. Jackson delivers just outside, ball 4, and the bases will be juiced.
You know, I coached that situation there to be able to leave that catcher's helmet on. I found that it makes it a little bit easier for that catcher to be able to locate that ball and go after it.
Scott steps in, ground out, 2 singles, has 3 RBIs in this game, and some beautiful plays from short. Delivery, slap hit. It's going to Jackson on the mound. She'll deliver to home for the out. Nice play for Jackson, who prevents the run.
Quakers are doing a nice job at keeping these base runners off from crossing home plate there.
For Loveday, Dorsey was coming in quick.
Yeah, she was. Indian Creek's been aggressive. They've been keeping the pressure on the Quakers, and the Quakers are responding this inning.
So Jackson looks to get through this inning with no more damage done, but she has to go through Taylor first. She had a single and has flown out and ground out. Jackson delivers. That one's going to be off the end of the bat. Right is past. It's past her glove. 1 run's going to come around. 2 runs going to score as it's a 2 RBI single for Taylor.
That ball was just outside the reach of the diving right there.
Good piece of hitting for Taylor, who goes right up the middle, as it will be Sadler and Starkey who come around to score. Stepping up to second is Scott, and the lead has inflated to 7-0. Dawson now in. She had a single, ground out, and a fly out today. As Jackson rocks, fires. That's a line shot into the glove of Jackson, and how in the world did she catch that?
I'm not quite sure. I thought it hit her in the belly, but it found her glove.
What a play for Olivia Jackson. As we now head on to the bottom of the 6th inning, Indian Creek leads 7-0.
Serving you, TMK is the name you trust. All the way to TMK, service with a personal touch.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop in to the Niedenthal facility on North Wooster Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Welcome back to the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. Final 2 innings, or 2 at-bats upcoming for New Philadelphia. Trying to mount the rally as they trail 7-0. It's been a tough sectionals matchup for them. Indian Creek entered as the 7th seed. Quakers were the 4th seed. What a job Trinity Taylor has done on the mound for the Redskins. But do have to give a little head nod to Olivia Jackson, who's on the mound for New Philadelphia. If you did not catch that on the first time through, go back on our stream and watch that again. You blinked and you missed that line drive.
Yeah, I'm still not quite sure how she got that ball in her glove.
So it will be top of the order for New Philly. It's Loveday, Soweski, and Mason who will be at the plate. Loveday drew a walk in the third, struck out in the first. She's caught a nice game behind the plate, hasn't let anything by, and has made a couple outs.
Well, the Quakers are just now entering their third time through the lineup. Let's see if they can figure out Taylor here and try to add some runs here in the 6th inning.
Well, you never know. Still 2 chances at the plate. And let's face it, some crazy things can happen in high school softball. Loveday stands in, sees Taylor deliver her first strike 1.
Yeah, Taylor's shown some great command today in the circle.
Taylor's ready for the 0-1, and that one's going to be laced down the right side, but it's going to hook foul. Loveday got a good bat on it, just a bit behind.
Barrowhead a little bit behind the hands there.
So the 0-2 upcoming. Taylor toes the rubber. As still waiting the call now. She's got it from her dugout. O2 delivery off speed, and Loveday battles it off and dribbles it on down the third baseline to stay alive. Went off speed that time. Taylor has not done that a whole bunch this game. It's been a lot of hard stuff, but tried to catch the new Philly catcher sleeping. The 0-2 again. High, and Loveday. You probably couldn't see her expression on our stream, but wide-eyed as that one must have come in a little inside.
Yeah, it was a little bit close to her head there.
Well, you know, you need a rally. Get on any way you can, I guess.
Any way you can. Need base runners.
1-2. That time Loveday puts a nice hit into it to the center fielder, and it's going to go right in her glove, as that was a beautiful play in center for Shoemaker, who tracked it well and ultimately turned over her right shoulder and put it away for out number 1.
Yeah, Shoemaker's made a couple nice plays out there in center field today.
Saw the frustration from Loveday, as she really did put a good charge behind it, but it just fell right into the glove.
Yeah, she barreled that one up, got it out there probably about 200 feet, just not enough.
Soweski, the pitcher turned first baseman in this game, has ground out twice. And she'll hit it hard to the shortstop. Good glove over there from Scott, who will deliver it on to first for a quick out number 2.
There was a couple of well-hit balls there by the Quakers, so you just need to find some gaps.
Soweski showing a little frustration on that first pitch swing. She hit it hard, but just a beautiful play for Scott. Mason steps in. She has struck out twice. For Mason, coming into this game, batting .479, has kind of struggled getting on Taylor's timing. And she'll round a bunt, stabs at it, and can't quite put it down.
Yeah, Taylor's had a good job of being in control of all the Quaker batters today, keeping them off balance.
Still just the one hit in the 6th inning, that one coming from Vandal on a bunt single. It's been a masterful performance for Taylor. Taylor offers. Mason puts a drive into the left center gap. That's going to get down and could be extra bases. It goes all the way to the fence, show round 1, and will be in standing up for a double, the first extra base hit of the game for New Philly, and a good feeling for Mason, who had been struggling at the plate.
Yeah, it was a good shot there. She turned on that inside pitch and drove the left center field gap.
That's one here that if you hit down the line, that might be gone.
That might be gone at 186 there in that left field corner.
Wright steps in. Fly out, line out. 2-out base runner on off the double for Mason. Just the second hit of the game for the Quakers. Taylor's ready. She'll rock and fire in the dirt right past the catcher, and Mason will step up easily on the passed ball. That went right around Starkey's glove.
Yeah, it looked like
it was almost rolled in.
Yeah, it looked like it spun away from the catcher there when it hit the dirt.
So the 0-1 swung on and missed for right. That ball high in the zone. The eye candy, as you said.
It's hard for these girls to lay off on that one there.
One delivery on the way. Swung on in the gap, and that's going to be an RBI for New Philadelphia. And the Quakers finally get on the board in the bottom of the sixth. Now the ball's thrown away, and Wright's going to try to step up for second. She'll slide in, and it's off her helmet. So a 7-1 ball game, and Wright now stands on second.
Well,
after a miscommunication trying to get the ball in.
Yeah, it looks like the Quakers are finally starting to figure out Taylor here. We got some nice shots this inning. I found a couple gaps.
So Murphy in. Mind you, too, these hits have come with 2 outs. 6-run deficit for the Quakers, who are still going to need quite the comeback to try and advance in the tournament. Murphy, 2 pop-outs for her. She'll see the first pitch high and outside. For Indian Creek, I'm sure the coaching staff driven a little nuts there as just the miscommunication trying to throw the ball into second.
Yeah, that can be a little frustrating when you're in the dugout as a coach, giving up that free extra bag there.
Taylor offers, swung on and missed. Murphy sees the count at 1-1. Now with the 1-1 from Taylor. Popped up, straight back, catcher looking for it, and it's going to be out of play over our heads. Moves the count to 1-2. I think these batters for both sides are trying to pick on us today because most of the foul balls have come up over our heads.
Right up over our tent here, yeah. Let's see if Murphy can take advantage there of the new life.
As we said at the top of the broadcast in her first at bat, .431 is her average, 14 ribbies. 7 doubles and 3 triples with Love one right here. She'll swing and put it right into the glove of Taylor, who has a nice play off the mound for out number 3. New Philadelphia does get on the board, but they still trail by 6. Redskins at the plate after this.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop in to the Niedenthal facility on North Wooster Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
People are always asking, what is Cartoons? I hear that name on the radio all the time. Cartoons is a radio shop in New Philadelphia that specializes in tuning up your stereo system on anything you drive or ride. We tune up car tunes, truck tunes, boat tunes, motorcycle tunes, RV tunes, new and used vehicle tunes. We carry the best brands from Kenwood, Sony, Alpine, Pioneer, just to name a few. Cartoons also carries a full line of lighting accessories, backup camera systems, remote starts, or just need it installed? Give us a call. Cartoons on West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Vogt, Blackburn, and Dorsey to lead things off in the top of the 7th. Indian Creek leads 7-1 over New Philadelphia. High school tournament action presented by Altman Hospital and the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Live from the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio, Nick McWilliams, Rick Johnson, and Claxon Communications bringing you today's broadcast. Vogt sees ball 1 too high from Jackson. Little confidence builder that last inning for New Philadelphia, finally getting on the board.
Yeah, it was a much-needed run there for the Quakers.
Strike 1 called on Vogt. 1-1. Next delivery from Jackson. Pops straight up. Loveday looking for it. She'll come back and can't quite make the catch as she turned and couldn't quite locate it over her head. Good hustle, just out of reach.
Yeah, it looked like she had to run around the umpire there to be able to get herself into a good position to make that catch, too.
I had a coach tell me one time, if the umpire's in your way and you're going for a pop-up behind the plate, you make sure he gets out of your way.
Yep, you just run through him. Don't move next time.
Next delivery on the 1-2, put into play. Right fields it cleanly from short, delivers on to Soeski for out number 1.
big out there for the Quakers.
Next up, Blackburn. She lined out, had a sacrifice bunt, and then hit into a double play. Jackson gets the call and readies. First delivery, too low. Ball one. With that 7-1 lead for the Redskins, not insurmountable for the Quakers, but certainly looks like it would be Indian Creek who'd be advancing.
Yeah, it's a tough task to overcome here, but it's not impossible.
Swung on and missed for Blackburn. Winner of this contest advanced to play the winner of East Liverpool and Steubenville. That's a battle of 5 for the Big Red and 18 for East Liverpool. That game, of course, later on, as Jackson's next delivery is going to be fair off the bag, and it's a seeing eye single for Blackburn, who will spin and look at 2, but she'll hold up, as you could not have placed that ball any better again.
You could not get that ball any closer to that line than where it was.
Hit right in the corner where the base touches the foul line and shot up into the air. Time going to be called, as we're going to have a mound visit, or we are going to have a substitution, as now stepping in, and it looks like we might have another pitching change, and sure enough, we will. Stepping in for New Philadelphia on the mound, number 15, it's Jillian Howard, the freshman.
It's just the flex coming in.
Howard, the freshman, as I said. She has some appearances at the plate this season out of the 3 primary pitchers, that is, for New Philadelphia. Thus far this year had 15 appearances, 4-1 record for her, 4.24 ERA. So an important moment here for the freshman, coming in, trailing by quite a wide margin with the runner on first here, trying to limit that. You look ahead to the rest of her career, of course, as this is just her first year of high school varsity softball. This is a good learning experience for down the road in her other 3 years.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big moment for her. Base runner on, 1 out, down 6. You can't allow Indian Creek to score any more runs, so let's see how she handles the situation here.
Dorsey back in, fouls it away. She has 3 singles in her 3 plate appearances, has come around to score twice.
Looks like Howard's pretty calm out there in her circle right now.
Next delivery is going to be a number off the end of the bat to Seweski, who will deliver on to second for out number 1. Wright has no throw to first, as the second baseman couldn't get over in time, but it's a fielder's choice out. Nice job by Seweski getting off first base and making that play.
Yeah, it was a good play. She was off first base back by a good 20 feet there when she fielded that ball.
So Dorsey does reach first, but 2 gone. It's Sadler back in. She also has 3 singles. There's the interesting stat of the game for you, Coach. 8 and 9, both of them have 3 singles in all 3 plate appearances.
That's huge when you have the bottom end of your lineup that can do that.
This time it's a pop-up, and it will go back, and the right fielder makes the catch. So we head to the final frame. Can New Philadelphia mount the improbable comeback? Big Z Sports is back after this.
One thing every sports family knows is how crazy eating schedules can get. Well, let Papa John's of Uricksville and New Philadelphia handle the cooking. Papa John's offers a full menu including stuffed crust pizza, Papa Diaz, wings, cheese sticks, and so much more. See all that Papa John's has to offer by visiting papajohns.com and keep earning those Papa rewards. Papa John's of Uricksville and New Philadelphia. Just what you need for your busy schedule.
We are Claymont High School students. Teenagers love a party, especially during prom and graduation season. Often alcohol is involved. Some parents think that hosting a teen drinking party in their home will keep the kids out of trouble.
While their intentions are good, it's illegal, unsafe, and unhealthy for anyone under the age of 21 to drink alcohol.
Did you know parents who host lose the most?
Here are the facts. If you make alcohol available at teen parties, you can be prosecuted.
This message brought to you by Claymont High School students, Empower Tusk, and the Adams Board of Tuscarawas and Carroll Counties.
Final time now from the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio in this game. Final half inning, I should say. As we get set for New Philadelphia at the plate, Quakers trail 7-1. It's been a rough game at the plate for the Quakers, but they still got fight as they're looking to advance in the state tournament. As for Indian Creek, Trinity Taylor still on the mound. She has pitched an absolute gem, has given up just 2 base hits and has walked 2, and has really been in command.
Yeah, she's been in control this entire game.
Take that back. 3 base hits she's actually awarded and just the 1 earned run. But still, through 6 full innings, I don't think you can complain about that.
No, you can't complain about that at all. When your pitcher gives up 3 hits and 1 run, it puts you in a real good spot to be successful.
Cardani steps in, the second baseman, strikeout, ground out. Looking to get something started. With that 6-run deficit, Quakers, nothing to lose. We'll see what they can do against Taylor. First delivery, swung on and missed. Cardani behind it. Taylor's ready. She'll wind and fire. Cardani gets a bat on it, but fouls it straight back. Right off the guardrail behind us. So it's 0-2. Taylor ready. She'll rock and fire just off the outside corner for ball 1.
That was good location there for from Taylor.
Quakers in. The Quakers second baseman in again. Taylor's ready. She'll rock and fire with the 1-2. Too high. And Cardani gets it to an even 2-2 count. She'll step back in. Taylor actually shakes off what the pitch was going to be, and Cardani asks for time. Not sure if they were going to go fastball again, or we've seen her throw those breaking balls or those off speeds a little bit in these kind of situations, but
yeah, we
didn't seem to like it there.
2-2 count. She wants something she can get close to the zone here.
That was a high one. Cardani gets a bat on it over the head of the first baseman. Second baseman can't pick it up, and it's a leadoff single to start the bottom of the 7th. She sat on it, and I think she was expecting it there and just took it where the pitch is. And Cardani, the throw into the pitcher was kind of wild, and Cardani thought about stepping up, but her first base coach told her to get back just in case. You don't want to run yourself out of an inning.
Yeah, it was a perfectly placed ball. Just a little blooper right there in that right shallow right corner there.
Coach Dupke coming up now again with a substitution. But it looks like it's just Ella Yoder who came in and ran for Olivia Jackson, who will be stepping up to the plate. Yoder, the senior, batting .389. For Yoder, one of the seniors on this team, potentially could be her last varsity at bat or last high school at bat. So, she's got a little extra something on mind in this one.
Oh, yeah, she wants to be able to come through here for her teammates.
She'll watch. Strike 1. Cardani on first. As we had mentioned at the top of this broadcast, not a whole bunch of stolen bases for this team. She has not stolen a base all year, and especially trailing. I doubt she's going to take off. Next pitch in the dirt. Catcher loses it, and there goes Cardani to second. I think I might have just jinxed him on that.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit easier for the base runner when that ball's in the dirt like that. There's so many catchers now in this area that have really strong arms.
Not just strong arms, the great ability to block behind the plate, which is not an easy task.
Yep.
Taylor's ready. She'll deliver. Popped up. Jackson gets underneath it from shallow center, and it will be out number 1. So Jackson in her pinch hit bid sits back down. Vandal comes to the plate. She had a single in the 3rd and had a sacrifice bunt in the 5th. Vandal ready. Cardani stands at second. Delivery. Swung on, put into play, on the ground. Scott picks it up from short, and she bobbles it. Runner's going to be at the quarter still with 1 out. Scott has had such a wonderful game from short. I think she got ahead of herself a little on that one.
Yeah, she tried to make the play before she had the ball in her glove. You want to be able to see that ball in before you make that throw.
Also advancing was Cardani to 3rd, so 2 runners on. And bottom of the order in DeVore, who has struck out twice.
Into your right fielder, number 2, Zoe DeVore.
Taylor ready, show off her DeVore. Sees strike 1 inside and low. Taylor trying to preserve the 7-1 lead in the final half frame. As she's ready now, it's going to be a bunt for DeVore, who's going to get it down. Throw's going to be home and not in time. 2 runners now going to be on base as well. What a play as DeVore puts down the perfect bunt. Taylor tries to go home, and Cardani was not stopping for anything coming from 3rd.
That was great execution there by the Quakers in that squeeze bunt.
So now a 7-2 ball game, back to the top in Loveday. Now I'm interested on your take, too, and it looks like the Redskins might be having a visit here at the mound, and sure enough, they will. Coach Penner will have a meeting on the mound. I'm interested for your take as a coach. You have the 1 down. I know you don't want to give up runs, but would it have been a better play to go to first on that situation?
The defensive side, yeah, probably just get the out. You're up by 6 runs. Let that sacrifice that 1 there, get 2 outs, and make it a little bit easier on your defense.
Of course, that's easy to say in retrospect, naturally, knowing that play. It was a close play at home. It was a nice throw from Taylor. And
it was perfect execution by the Quakers.
We saw Coach Dupke talking to Cardani on 3rd before that play happened, and I'm wondering if he was telling her, not directly because the third baseman would hear, but just basically, hey, keep your eyes open. This is going to be happening.
Yep. So get down, you're rolling without stopping.
So Loveday back in. She drew a walk in the 3rd, but has struck out and flown out. She led the team this season with 43 RBIs.
That's a good year.
With 2 runners on, bottom of the 7th, her team still trails by 5. Loveday sees the first one high and outside. Loveday back in. Taylor's ready with the 1-0. Swung on and Loveday misses. Now 1-1. Seemed to touch ahead of that swing.
Yeah, just a little bit, and she's way in the front of that box, too.
The 1-1. Loveday holds back, outside. 2-1 the count. Taylor's 2-1 delivery, well high, 3-1. Loveday will stand back in. Chance to load up the bases. Team trails by 5. A little bit of magic here in the bottom of the 7th thus far.
Yeah, Lady Quakers are trying to make some noise here.
Taylor offers. Loveday laces it into right center, and that's an extra base hit all day. And there comes one run around. Next run's going to be rounding third as well. Coach Dupke holds Loveday at second, and 2 runs come across for New Philadelphia. Reese Loveday with a 2 RBI double. And all of a sudden, this game getting rather interesting.
Yeah, the Quakers making some noise here, trying to pull out a win.
7-4 ball game. Soweski stands in. She's ground out 3 times. Runner in scoring position in Loveday.
Number 18, Sarah Soweski.
Taylor's ready. She'll rock and fire. Soweski outside. Ball 1. For Loveday, that's probably the hardest hit ball we've seen from New Philadelphia today.
Yeah, it was a well-hit ball.
Although Mason's left center shot was pretty deep as well, pretty hard struck. Taylor offers. Soweski holds the bat back as it was high and outside. Good take. She held that bat back and she looked down to Coach Dupke like, I swear I did not go. Don't worry. Taylor's ready. She'll offer. High again. Soweski ahead, 3-0. I'd imagine it's a take all the way.
Yeah, in this situation here. Yep, take the pitch, make her bring you one.
Taylor rocks and fires. Ball 4, and 2 runners now on for New Philadelphia, and the runner advancing to third was Loveday. What a heads-up play for her.
That's good base running there by Loveday.
Saw that nobody was paying attention to her, and she advances. That means that Ellie Mason at the plate represents the tying run. Runners at the corners. 1 gone, bottom of the 7th. New Philadelphia entered this frame trailing 7-1 and had not strung together multiple hits minus the 6th inning. They've got 2 in this inning. Take it back, 3 this inning. First pitch from Taylor, fouled back for Mason. She had a double in the 7th that kept the inning alive, ultimately led to the first run of the ball game in the 6th for the Quakers. She did strike out twice in her previous 2 at-bats.
Yeah, the Quakers are doing a good job this inning of fighting and putting balls in play and adding some runs here.
Always the key. You never know how the ball's going to bounce. You never know where it's going to go. It's benefited them. Taylor offers. Laced to center. It's deep, and it's off the fence and gone!
Oh, boy.
Ellie Mason ties the ball game in the bottom of the 7th, and New Philadelphia rattles off 6 runs and ties the game.
Wow. What an inning so far.
You have got to be kidding me.
Still only 1 out on the board.
3-run blast, 1 out on the board, and New Philadelphia, in 1 swing of the bat, all of a sudden has an advancement into the farther in the sectional round in front of them. Wow. Coach Dupke just yelled into his dugout, said, we've still got work to do, but you cannot write this stuff.
No, this is pretty good game here so far.
6 runs in the bottom of the 7th. 3-run blast for Ellie Mason ties the game, and it's 4, 5, and 6 upcoming for the Quakers. Wright steps back in. RBI single for her. That was a little redemption for Soweski, too, after she kind of got rocked on the mound to start the game. You saw her come across the plate and just let out a big yell up to the sky.
Yeah, she was pretty excited there.
First pitch, low from Taylor in the dirt. We'll see how she responds.
Looks like the Quakers are finally starting to rattle Taylor a little bit.
Well, the 6-run inning can do that for you.
It sure can.
Taylor ready. She'll offer. Right, gets a bat on it. Scott, nice field from short, and will deliver on to first for out number 2. Two gone in the bottom of the 7th now, and it's Murphy who stands in. She's popped out twice and grounded out once. So Murphy looks to keep the inning going now with 2 outs. 2-out hitting was really helped New Philadelphia earlier in this game, and that's a good glove over at third for Dawson. We head to some extra softball here for New Philadelphia and Indian Creek. On to the 8th inning. Big Z Sports is back after this.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in Sugar Creek, Strasburg, and downtown New Philadelphia, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck.
When struggles seem too tough, when sickness takes a hold, when cancer picks a fight, when baby's on its way, when life throws you a curveball, we've got you. With nearly 130 years in your backyard, Altman knows you and knows your community better than anyone. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family, and we want you to be the healthiest you can be. Altman, we are ready. We've got you.
Free softball on top of the hill at Tuscarora Park. Nick McWilliams, Rick Johnson, and Claxon Communications. If you would have talked to me about 20 minutes ago, I would have told you that we're already packing up our stuff and heading for home. The Quakers had other ideas. 7-1 was the score in favor of Indian Creek until that final frame. Quakers come roaring back with 6 runs in the bottom of the 7th. A 3-run blast for Ellie Mason ties the game. To reset now, the Redskins will have the top of the order in Shoemaker, followed by Starkey and Scott. On the mound, it's the freshman in Howard for the Quakers. She pitched pretty well in the top of the 7th, did allow the single. We will see how she's able to handle it down the stretch. New Philadelphia, prime opportunity, of course, as the home team will still get that last at bat. Howard delivers. Driven on to the second baseman. Cardani picks it up and delivers it on to first easily. 1 pitch, 1 out. Starkey up next. 2 for 3 day for her. She drew a walk, 2 singles, and struck out in the first. Howard ready. She'll offer strike 1 at the letters.
Yeah, it looks like the momentum's starting to swing here towards the Quakers side.
It'd be impossible not to be pumped up if you were in that New Philadelphia dugout. Howard's ready, winds, fires, fouled back. Starkey's behind, 0-2. Now for Indian Creek's sake, Coach, what do you tell them after that kind of half inning happens? You had the game just 3 outs away, and then that happens.
Well, you just got to let them know that they're still in this game. They didn't fall behind. You got to keep on coming out here plugging away, try to figure out a way to manufacture a run or 2. Give yourselves an advantage again.
Cardani gloves the hard grounder at second base, and that's out number 2.
That's 2 well-hit balls by Indian Creek there, just right at somebody there in the Quaker defense.
You know, you say that about just tell them, you know, you're still in this game. You still have every chance in front of you. That's the important thing is people will see the final score. Nobody asks you how you got there, though.
Right. Doesn't matter if you win by 1 or by 10. A win's a win.
Scott back in. Pair of singles for her. Also hit into a fielder's choice and grounded out. She has 3 RBIs in this game. Slap hit up the middle, and it's a base knock. Another single for Scott. Make her 3 for 4 today.
Yeah, she's done a good job today putting balls in play from that left side of the plate.
3 for 5, I'll correct myself. She has been kind of a spark plug for this team. At short, she's made a lot of great plays today.
Yeah, we'll see if Coach Penner here will try to take advantage of her speed, but with Loveday's arm behind the plate, need that runner in scoring position here.
That's good redemption for Scott, too, because remember, she had the error last inning that kind of kept things rolling for New Philadelphia.
Yeah, she did.
So she now represents the leading run at first for the Redskins, and she took an extra lead there and looked back at her coach and had a good laugh as she looked at him and said, look, I had no intention of going, just wanted to test him.
Yeah, Loveday looked like she was ready to fire, too.
Taylor now in 2 for 4 day. 2 singles for her, also has 2 RBIs. Howard delivers. at the corner, up in the zone, strike one. Taylor couldn't believe it. Howard rocks, fires that one off the inside handle of the bat. Cardani fields it and goes on to one for out number 3. Still a tie ball game on to the bottom of the 8th. Quakers at the plate. We'll see who gets the win after this.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Does New Philadelphia have a little extra magic as we head to the bottom of the 8th? It'll be 6, 7, 8 due up for the Quakers. Still a tie ball game, 7-7. Sectional round in the OHSAA tournament. What a tale of two very different games, as the first 6 innings dominated by Indian Creek, and all of a sudden the Quakers pour it on in the bottom of the 6th and the bottom of the 7th, tying this game up, going to extra innings.
Yeah, we'll see if that momentum can stay with the Quakers here and see if they can come out with a win.
It's still Taylor on the mound for the Redskins. She has thrown quite a few pitches in this game, had command throughout, had the rough inning, but ultimately was able to get herself out of it, kept the game deadlocked at 7 apiece. Cardani in. Last inning, she had a single, came around to score. Also a strikeout and a ground out. Big moment for Cardani, too, another freshman on this team. As Taylor's first delivery in the dirt inside, she has to tuck the back leg away. If you're Coach Dupke, you might tell her, leave that leg in there next time.
Yeah, we need a base runner.
Time called for Cardani. She steps out. New Philadelphia dugout definitely in it. As she'll reset, take a deep breath, stand back in. Taylor fires well high, 2-0. Taylor's next delivery in the dirt, 3-0. It'll be a take all the way for Cardani. We'll see if Taylor can find the zone.
Yeah, after having great command for the first 6 innings, she's kind of starting to slip away here.
Well, we mentioned earlier in the broadcast about the fatigue factor whenever you work deep into counts, and judging by how New Philadelphia has done in that category today, I'd imagine Taylor's got to be getting a little bit gassed.
Oh, yeah, 8th inning. Throwing a lot of pitches so far.
Too high, ball 4, and the winning run stands at first for New Philadelphia. It will be Yoder who steps in, the senior.
That was 4 straight balls.
I mentioned with Yoder being the senior last inning, it was potentially her final at bat for the Quakers, but she gets one more. And what a prime opportunity she has before her. She'll round a bunt and place it down the third baseline, but it hooks foul. I think she caught the Indian Creek defense sleeping. It was the right idea, but spun out.
Good effort there. Just Barrowhead's too far out in front of the ball, pushed a foul down the third baseline.
How difficult is that to get a player to know exactly where to put the bat head and orientation to the plate?
It could be a challenge. We work on that quite a bit out there at Garroway.
Taylor's ready. Bunt again. It's placed down. It'll be picked up at third, delivered on to first, and nobody's covering third base, and sliding in safely will be Cardani. What a play. Time called. Winning run stands at third.
That was a great bunt there by Yoda and some spectacular base running, getting all the way from first to third in that situation.
That bunt pulled the third baseman and Dawson in, and it took the pitcher Taylor off the mound, and the shortstop didn't get over to cover. Wow. So Vandal stands in. And we still had time as Cardani, I think, was taking a breather. Hard slide into third.
Yeah, you know, in that situation, you got your shortstop covering second base. You like to see that left fielder come in from out there in the outfield and cover that third base bag to try to hold that runner there at two.
So here we go, one out. Bottom of the eighth, Vandal steps in. She has a single and a sacrifice bunt and reached on an error. She's going to bunt down third, and it's going to go foul. That was a very nice play by Dawson, who was going to cut off the runner in Cardani because she got down the line quick.
Yeah, she did a good job charging there.
Taylor ready. She'll wind and fire. It's another bunt attempt for Vandal, but she pops it straight back off the cage, and she's behind 0-2. Time called for Coach Dupke. He wants a conversation with Vandal, which we'll call it an interesting conversation nonetheless, because I don't think there's anything he could say right now that's going to calm the nerves of Vandal.
No, it's a pretty big situation. Runner at third, 2 strikes, no balls. Let's see what Vandal can do here.
The left fielder stands back in, just a sophomore. Cardani standing at third represents the winning run, 1 down. A 7-7 ball game that you would have had to watch to believe how we got to this point. Taylor's ready. Show rock and fire inside. Vandal leans out of the way. Ball 1. Set and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Vandal is retired. Strike 3, 2 gone. It will be DeVore. Pair of strikeouts for her, but an RBI single in the last inning. DeVore, one of those key members in that rally inning in the 7th. Looking to deliver in a big way again. She'll swing and miss at the first one. Taylor ready. She'll wind and fire, and that's going to be a bunt attempt for DeVore, who will dribble it out foul. Cardani was coming. And DeVore, we've already seen, has speed to get down to first.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a tough play there for the defense to be able to make. Now with 2 strikes, I'm assuming she'll be swinging away here.
DeVore steps in. Taylor's ready. She'll rock and fire. DeVore sees it go past her. There comes the play at the plate, and Cardani scores! New Philadelphia wins on a pass ball as Cardani comes around to score the winning run as she took a hard hit at the plate. New Philadelphia to celebrate, but we'll have to wait here momentarily as the pass ball ultimately brings home the victory for the Quakers. New Philadelphia picks up the 8-7 victory against Indian Creek in the sectional round in an improbable way, as the Quakers get set to celebrate here, as Coach Dupke made sure his second baseman was okay and then let the Quakers mob her, as that will bring an end to this ball game. Unbelievable finish as New Philadelphia will advance and take on the winner of East Liverpool and Steubenville.
That was a crazy coming behind win there for the Quakers.
Well, we got plenty to talk about now in the Kime postgame show about who our McInturf Realty Player of the Game is. Plenty of deserving recipients here as we head on now to our postgame report. Big Z Sports and Claxon Communication will return after this.
Planning your next vacation or home improvement project and worried about managing expenses? CSB can help with that. Setting a goal is the first step to achieving your vision, and CSB's Money Manager tool helps you get started. Whether you are recovering from Christmas spending or preparing to send kids to college, the Personal Financial Management tool helps you set goals, track your spending, and monitor your progress. Money Manager is available within CSB's online banking. Check it out today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
I'm Dr. Michele Iono. At Advancing Athletics, our Fuel, Move, Recover philosophy can help anyone be their best. Here's what thriving looks like.
I'm an FMR athlete. I'm an FMR athlete. I'm an FMR athlete.
From high school to aging well, no one will take care of you and your kids better than us.
Is your commercial roof leaking and causing damage, but you can't afford to fully replace your roof? WM Commercial Roofing believes in finding solutions that will work best to fit both your budget and your needs. We customize repair and maintenance plans that will fix your roof leaks and extend the life of your roof so that you can have peace of mind. WM Commercial Roofing. Commercial roofing you can trust. Check us out at WMCommercialRoofing.com or call 330-275-0088. That's 330-275-0088.
Country Club Rehabilitation Campus is a full continuum care facility located in Dover, Ohio. Their campus offers independent and assisted living apartments and suites, skilled nursing, 7 days a week rehabilitation, respiratory care, and long-term care. The Country Club campus provides excellent personalized treatment plans that meet or exceed their residents' outcomes and goals. If you are looking for a place to call home or just need short-term assistance, contact Country Club Rehabilitation Campus at Dover, 330-343-5568.
Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas. Kent State Tusk offers over 30 bachelor's and associate degrees. We have over a dozen athletic programs, including basketball and volleyball. Student life is diverse with over 20 extracurricular student clubs. Our nursing and technology programs are some of the most sought after in the area. Staying local is the most cost-effective way of obtaining your degree. Define your own success. Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas.
Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Front Street in Dover offers a menu full of house-smoked meats, including choices like ribs, chicken, steak, and pork. Sammy Sue's takes pride in knowing that everything on the menu is made fresh in their kitchen with the freshest ingredients. Sammy's also offers a variety of specials all week long, including the popular wing nights every Tuesday and Thursday. Find Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Facebook for a full list of daily specials and everything they have to offer.
At Gillen Body Shop, they know that when their business is needed, it's never planned, and that can cause you quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for you by making sure the work is completed right the first time. And Gillen Body Shop's experienced staff gives all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philly, or find them on Facebook.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch. We're your local guys for all your propane needs. You can count on us. We take pride in what we do and in serving you. TMK is a name you trust. All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
People are always asking, what is Cartoons? I hear that name on the radio all the time. Cartoons is a radio shop in New Philadelphia that specializes in tuning up your stereo system on anything you drive or ride. We tune up car tunes, truck tunes, boat tunes, motorcycle tunes, RV tunes, new and used vehicle tunes. We carry the best brands from Kenwood, Sony, Alpine, Pioneer, just to name a few. Cartoons also carries a full line of lighting accessories, backup camera systems, remote starts, or just need it installed? Give us a call. Cartoons on West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
One thing every sports family knows is how crazy eating schedules can get. Well, let Papa John's of Uhrichsville and New Philadelphia handle the cooking. Papa John's offers a full menu including stuffed crust pizza, Papa Diaz, wings, cheese sticks, and so much more. See all that Papa John's has to offer by visiting papajohns.com and keep earning those Papa rewards. Papa John's of Uhrichsville and New Philadelphia. Just what you need for your busy schedule.
This is Tuscarawas County Detective Lieutenant Adam Fisher. Underage drinking is illegal. As a parent, you cannot allow your child's underage friends to possess or consume alcohol on your property, not under any circumstance. As a law enforcement officer, I can confiscate any alcohol, money, or property used in committing this offense. Plus, you place yourself at legal risk for being sued.
This message brought to you by the Tuscarawas County Sheriff's Office, Empower Tusk, and the Adams Board of Tuscarawas and Carroll County.
For the final time today from New Philadelphia and the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio, Nick McWilliams with Big Z Sports as we get set to award our McInturf Realty Player of the Game in the Kime post-game show. What a finish for the New Philadelphia Lady Quakers, down 7-1 in the final frame. They rally back to tie the game in regulation, then get the 8-7 victory in extra innings thanks to a pass ball and a run scored for Sarah Cardani. Now it's time for our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. As you might have just heard her laughing at me, as it's going to be none other than Ellie Mason, the sophomore third baseman who hit the 3-run bomb to tie the game up in the bottom of the 7th. Ellie, first of all, huge congratulations. Tell me how exciting that moment was.
It was very exciting. I didn't expect it. Whenever I hit it, I was like, okay, Gap, let's go. We got one. Got to keep going. Maddie writes up, let's go. And then it went over, and I was like, there's no way. I was so pumped. Wes was pumped. He hurt my elbow. But overall, it's a great team effort, and I couldn't be proud.
Now, tell me just what was said going into that last inning. Was anything that different? I mean, 6 runs in 1 inning is something, especially in the tournament, is no easy task.
Oh, it was. We had a big talking. Maddie Wright was like, do it for your seniors. We have 2 beautiful seniors, Ella Yoder and Caitlin. Oh, my goodness. Caitlin, I love both of them. whenever I got in there, I was like, base hit, that's all we need. Took a deep breath, do it for him. I mean, you got to love him.
Now, interesting thing here, you mentioned the seniors with Ellie Yoder. She had that sack bunt that ultimately got Cardani over to third. That had to be a nice thing for you guys, too, because it could have been her last at bat, and she really delivered in a huge way.
As she should. She is our best bunter by far. Anytime you put her in, she timely hits. It's amazing what she can do.
Now, that was your, I think we said 10th home run of the season.
Yeah.
10th home run of the season. Did you know when it came off the bat that it was gone? I know you said you were thinking gap, but you know how it feels better, right?
Yeah, you know, once you hit it, you're like, that's a good hit. Like, just like last time, it was a gapper, and I was like, you know what, same gap, that's whatever, but once it went over, it was good.
All right, well, just last question for you here. You round out the day 2 for 4, a 3-run home run, a double as well. Obviously, as we've already mentioned, tying the game there in the bottom of the 7th. Now you guys know you will be facing off against Steubenville, and you guys had a little bit of history already with them this season.
Yeah. We're excited. We know what they can bring. They're a good defensive and hitting team. We just got to be prepared, and we gotta hit early. Better than this game, but, I mean, do what you do.
Absolutely. Well, again, our McInturf Realty player of the game, Ellie Mason, the big 3-run shot that tied the game in the bottom of the 7th. Quakers win 8-7. They will advance and take on the Steubenville Big Red, who picked up the victory over East Liverpool. Nick McWilliams for Rick Johnson, as well as Claxon Communications and the rest of Big Z Sports. Of course, stay tuned. We have more softball tournament action coming up tomorrow on our YouTube channel. Good night, Z Country.
Thanks for listening to Big Z Sports. Tonight's game was presented by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Altman Hospital, Wood Electric, Advancing Athletics, PAC Drilling, the Commercial and Savings Banks, W&M Commercial Roofing, Country Club Retirement Campus, Kent State Tuscarawas, and McInturf Realty. Follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. For the best coverage of high school sports, there is only one Big Z Sports.